What's up, y'all? Kyle Hamilton here. I want to give a quick shout out to Lucas, Connor, and Ryan in the Week Zero podcast.
Jackson rolling out, 3rd and 7 after the penalty, and it's a completion to Kuma. He's still running. Kuma breaks free against a tire defense as the Hokies deliver the dagger here in Tallahassee. Empty look for Richardson. Oh, that is danger! Oh my! Keidron Smith cuts inside, and he's gonna pick six it in the swamp. Cat scratch fever Smith.
DJ is picked off, intercepted again by Benjamin Morrison. Here goes Morrison down the sideline. Can he go? Yes, he can. Touchdown, pick six, Benjamin Morrison. Nix drops back underneath. Touchdown, Ducks. Wow. Chase Taylor.
Welcome, everybody. It is my first time hosting, as Connor is busy eating his food. But welcome back to the Week Zero podcast, a special NBA draft edition of the Week Zero podcast. I am your host, Brian Fravel. Did not come up with a nickname this week because I'm lazy. To my right or left, we got Lucas, Zion to Chi-Town, McKnight. To the bottom of me, we've got Josh, I know nothing, Bryant. And then to my bottom of me is Stu, the owner and operator of the SSN Hawks and Braves account, fellow Georgia fans. So anyway, guys, how are you guys doing?
Not too bad. Draft day.
Not too bad.
Gotta love draft day. Even though the Bulls don't pick for like the next 4 days or whatever the hell we lost all of our picks for Nikola Vucevic, and now I get to be sad for the next couple of years.
Wait, seriously? You guys have no picks? I didn't even realize that.
I think our first pick is 3rd round.
Jeez. All that for Vooch? Man.
Well, I think our 2 was in the DeMar DeRozan trade, and then we sent 2 1s for Nikola Vuce.
Yeah. So, Stu, how are you feeling? Obviously, I believe the Hawks have a first-round pick, correct?
Yes, number 15 right now. But I don't know. We could trade John Collins. We could trade DeJounte Murray, Capella. We could be just Trae Young and a lot of picks after tonight, probably. So.
Yeah, I know you've been trying to sell anybody like a car salesman at a used car lot, trying to give out John Collins for nothing.
Yeah, well, Clint Capella rebounds for us. He does all that. And we have Onyeka Okongwu, who's a really good center. He's young. He just comes off the bench behind those guys. And John Collins is really fun. He'll give you all the highlights. But, he
Can
can't
you play defense?
From the outside. No, he can't play defense either. But
All right, I don't want him.
he can grab some rebounds when Capella's not in the game. So
that's hilarious.
We got Vooch for that. We'll be all right. However, I did see a few DeJounte Murray to Chicago rumors past couple days, which I would be totally okay with that.
Murray is a great player. Awesome player. He'd be an awesome point guard if we didn't have Trae. He still got his last year and plays great defense, active hands, always gets steals. And, there was talk earlier in the season, are they going to get rid of Trae for a lot and build around DeJounte? But, I'm glad. I hope we keep both. That's just a small backcourt, but it'll be okay.
What's going on with Trae Young? Are you guys still searching out trades, or what's going on? Because I know that was a big rumor just a couple weeks ago.
After the Boston series, after we took him to 2 games, I think that saved the Trae Young trade rumors.
Okay.
And we made it to the Eastern Conference Finals with him 3 years ago, and he gave the Bucks a run, and he wouldn't have tripped over that ref's foot. It was 3-2 in a close game, and then tweaked his ankle. So And
So
the Bucks
basically,
would beat the Suns.
I couldn't interest you in a D'Lo and 2 first-round picks for Trae Young.
No, it's going to take more than 2 first. Hopefully.
Really quick, I wanted to talk about this before we get Connor in because we've talked about this a lot on the chat. How do you guys feel about the Bradley Beal trade? Do you think the Wizards got enough? Do you think they got fleeced?
Not the way it turned out. Not the way it turned out because essentially, at first it looked like a fleece deal, and then it kind of came out they got 6 first or second round picks and 4 pick swaps, and then immediately flipped CP3 for Jordan Poole, who they can build around now because they had no one to build around before that. And I mean, for them, I feel like that's the best that they probably could have got with a bad contract.
Was it? They ended up with, if you add the CP3 deal, you get Jordan Poole, 7 second rounders. They got, I think, 4 pick swaps that are first, I believe. And then what is it? They got, who else did they get? Why am I blanking on this?
They got a G League player, I believe.
Ooh. No, they got, who are the 2 old white guys that they got? Mike Muscala.
Muscala and Gallinari.
Gallinari still plays.
Hey, that dude is a Hawks legend. Gallinari healthy is good for 8 points and 8 boards. That's good enough.
Can he still shoot the 3 very well?
Some days it's good. Some days it's a quick 0 for 4 and he's out the game. But what I saw.
So basically, like kind of like Kyle Korver when he was at the end of his career.
Right, a bigger, slower Kyle Korver. That's exactly how I would explain it.
Dude, Korver was never cold though.
No.
That dude was never cold. I'm not disrespecting him. I'm all for him. He was never cold. He hit everything always. He never missed. Like, I was insane.
Oh, the Suns are going to regret that trade.
Yeah. What's going on here?
But yeah, as we've, we were talking about this, Cam. We were talking about like how we thought about the Beal trade. Do we think that the Wizards got enough in return? Take away the CP3 trade. Do you think they got enough just for Beal?
So I might be on the minority side. I don't know. I missed the start of what you guys were. I'm actually all for the deals that the Wizards made. I think the number one goal for them coming in, having new front office stuff and kind of taking a new direction, the number one goal was getting they effectively took $87 million off their payroll in less than 48 hours. And that was the goal, right? Were they going to get, can we kill him for not getting a lot in return for Beal? Sure. I think there should be a rule that if you're a top 20 to 30 player, you shouldn't be allowed a max contract anyway. So I don't think Beal should have ever gotten that money to begin with. Like you're a top 27 player, you shouldn't get a max, but that's a different story. They had to, because nobody wants to go to Washington right now. But it made sense to me. I think getting out of Porzingis the way that they did, getting out of Beal the way that they did, it wasn't pretty. They weren't going to get the return that everybody wanted them to get, Washington fans included, but they needed to do it. They got $90 million off their books in 48 hours. Like it was going to be ugly, but it was the right move, and it set them up for a good rebuild potentially. Now,
on the other side of things, do you guys think the Suns? I mean, I've seen people in the media say, the Suns should be the favorite. Kendrick Perkins always says outlandish stuff. Do you guys think the Suns are title favorites, or do you think that this was kind of a dumb trade on their part?
I don't know. I mean, I think the collection of guys they have, I mean, you're talking about Ayton and Booker's probably going to play almost every game. I'm assuming KD and Beal. I don't know the last time Beal's played a full season. And
right.
I mean, you're getting into it where
Ryan, you are not the host.
Hey,
I'm the host.
I didn't mean to steal your thunder there, Stu, but I want to back you up, Stu. Which, by the way, it's nice to finally meet you. We talk all the time in the DM, but it's good
to meet you, my man.
I don't think Bradley Beal has played a full season in like 6 years or something like that. Like his numbers are not good.
What is it?
Point, so.
What is a full season nowadays, though? Is that like
Yeah, exactly.
is that like
That's all right.
75
Like, no
games
player-
or
Yeah, if you're gonna ask rational questions, I'm gonna stop talking.
that's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna try and pull it up. I'll see how many games he's actually played.
So the last 4 years he's gone 57, 60, 40, 50. So it was
That's
40.
terrible.
It wasn't
That's
6.
not that
It wasn't
bad.
6. I was on
Under 70 to me is just awful.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's what?
well,
It was
17,
18. Is it 82 games?
82
Yeah, it's
games.
82 games. So 17, 18, and 18, 19, he played all 82 games in both seasons back to back. And then
impressive.
we kind of went off the cliff and he went 57, 60, which isn't bad, but 40, 50. If that's going to be the rule now and not the exception, the 40s and the 50s, it's going to be a tough look for Phoenix. But good news is I think they're holding open tryouts, so we can all go try and get like a 10 spot on the team. Get
I'd take
that
a vet
minimum deal, get some run. Yeah, I take a heck yeah, I take a vet minimum. That's like $850.
Dude,
Oh yeah.
Did you see? It really is crazy seeing how tall Victor Wembanyama actually is. Like, he was towering over everybody in that lineup. I want him to be good, but I get the feeling it's gonna be like Greg Oldham, where he's gonna constantly have foot and like knee and leg injuries, and he's not gonna.
Greg
be
Oden was a
potential.
gorilla, though. That dude was
he was-
massive. He was not
Well,
skinny.
it's also when Oldham actually could play, he was actually pretty good. He actually
He was.
whenever he could. So
I do want to finish Ryan's question that he had. I think, to me, the Warriors are the favorites.
What?
I think until proven, I just
Wait, hold
I
on.
just
got the first pick.
first pick. Who's it going to be? I'm not. I don't even have it pulled up. I don't really care. who the first pick is.
Stu's got it live behind
Well,
him.
it's obviously Wemby, right?
Do we think it's
why would
Wemby?
It
would
has to
Wemby.
be.
Why the hell would it not?
Who's got money on
There's-
Scoot?
If you do, then you're going to lose some money.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing with the Suns is just what is 7 through 12 look like? Not even that. What does 6 through 12 look like? Because your starting point guard now is Cameron Payne, right? So it's Cam Payne, Bradley Beal, Booker, KD, Ayton. Like that's your 5. So what does 6 through 12 look like for your season?
Hey,
They've
man,
got to
you know-
deal Ayton. I think they deal Ayton.
Like I was
They
saying
have to
in
deal
the
with
chat,
No, they will. I think
They
they
have
will.
to.
They've
I
turned
wouldn't be
down
surprised if it happens
everything
tonight.
that anybody's
Was
offered.
wait, am I confused? Or wasn't last offseason like they almost had a deal done with the Pacers to
Mhm.
send Miles Turner?
Yeah, they originally. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
That was That was the deal they had, and then
I feel like Miles Turner would be such a better fit than DeAndre Ayton with the Suns.
dude,
me
your
personally-
sound is all messed up.
Who, mine?
It's a little
Yeah.
muffled.
Mhm.
But Aiden
Yeah,
was
you
going to be
sound-
gone last. Aiden was going to be gone last year, but then the Suns matched for whatever
Well-
reason to keep him.
Well, apparently it was also Aiden and the head coach didn't they didn't see eye to eye, and they would apparently there was one time that I can't remember who, it was some celebrity athlete like heard the head coach and Aiden yelling at each other, and he said like the things you would have if there was a mic on them, like you would have been like holy crap, like what they were saying to each other. So it was going to be kind of crazy. So
that better?
yeah, that's better.
Okay, yeah, I was going to my webcam for some reason. But did they do the first pick?
Not yet.
Okay, it looked like I thought he was up to the podium, so I thought he was gonna. But
I would say with the Suns, what you need to worry about, of course, if Cam Payne's your starting point guard, probably some reason for concern. I think he's a fine second point guard off the bench, but I mean, I've seen where they're going to try to reach out to John Wall. We'll see if that experiment will work. But I mean, just filling up the rest of the roster with vet minimums, I just don't see how they're not going to have much depth. Are you going to get 82 out of KD and Beal? No. Are you going to get 70 out of them too? Probably not. So you're going to rely heavily on
Definitely
Devin
not.
Booker.
Definitely not even at KD. I don't think that's definitely.
I just find it hilarious that the Suns don't have a draft pick or have no control over their draft picks until 2031. That is hilarious.
And well,
This.
when they also.
Sorry. Go ahead, Connor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. You said Suns. I was about to say. Wait, I thought for a second that the Warriors trade that the Warriors pick for some reason was theirs that they got for CP3. So, but Cam, you can go, and then I'll ask what you guys' thoughts are on the CP3 trade. Obviously,
Yeah, I was just gonna say I think that all feeds into new owner syndrome. That's a real thing in sports. When a new owner comes in and they want to make a splash, and this guy made one in the middle of the season, and then this is his first off season, and he wants to do everything that he can to do it, and that's just like this is like
He's
to the max new owner syndrome. I think he's setting like a new bar. I don't think we've seen this from.
He's what the Scott. I would say he's like the Scott Cohen of the NBA because he's Scott Cohen is the richest MLB owner, and the son's owner is the richest in the NBA. I think so. He's willing to like go way past the tax threshold to try and win a championship. And if you're a Mets fan, you're seeing how that's not really working right now. It's actually pretty hilarious. Like I saw something like the Mets have 34 wins, and their payroll is like $344 million. So they're spending over $10 million per win so far this season. It's pretty hilarious.
The fun part with the Phoenix owner is his beef with Dan Gilbert. They have massive beef because they have competing businesses. They made their fortune is in the same industry, but they're competitors, and they hate each other, and it's amazing. So
that'd be hilarious if they actually did a trade between the Suns and the Cavs, and then Gilbert, and then they the GMs somehow don't know that for some reason. Or they try and get it out of the way or something.
There was one owner that went against the Phoenix guy coming in, and it was Dan Gilbert, and he abstained from voting.
What I was going to say was with the Suns, obviously a lot of people I haven't seen talk about this too much. Obviously Bradley Beal, his situation was kind of different in terms of he was the only player in the NBA that had a no trade clause in his contract. I don't think Phoenix realizes if this doesn't work and they want to ship off Beal, that trade clause still follows him to Phoenix. So they're risking a lot if this experiment doesn't work out.
Yeah, and I mean, we all said that the reason why I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm an actual Wizards fan, like it says. I'm not a big NBA fan, but I know enough that that was obviously going to limit what they could get. And, people were still pissed that they couldn't somehow get a first-round pick, but obviously Suns don't have anything. So he wanted to go to Phoenix. He didn't want to go to Miami. And so
the thing was the Wizards wanted Ayton in the deal, but Beal basically told them, hey, I'm not passing the trade through because I want to play with Ayton. So –
well, that'd be hilarious then if the Suns then trade Ayton. That'd be kind of hilarious.
But I mean, it helps out the Suns if Ayton's there. You get some sort of trade value, or you get that salary off the payroll, and then
not even that. You get the salary off, and then you get 2 or 3 not good players, but you at least fill out the roster a bit more while clearing a bunch of money.
I would do Collins in his 15th pick right now for Ayton. Right now, I would send it in.
You do. What John Collins in the 15th pick for Ayton?
Yeah, right now. Okay. I don't think they would do it, but I would do it.
I love the Hawks.
They're just gonna be full of vet minimums.
I love him. He's a highlight machine. He will be on SportsCenter top 10. He will catch a lob over Victor Wembanyama. He'll catch it over Joel Embiid. He will dunk on him. And then, I mean, he's going to go out some games.
And then he'll disappear in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I was saying I love that every Hawks fan wants to put him in a deal that's like, we'll give you John Collins for Paul George.
No,
You're like, all right.
It's like Yankees fans.
Like, we hate him, but he's great trade value, and you guys would love him, but we hate him.
John Collins is like, well, it's not just the fans that trade him. I mean, he's been available for 4 years. So apparently someone in the organization's like, please get this man. Please, somebody.
Like it sounds like the Yankees for the longest time when they had Clint Frazier. All the Yankees fans would always be like, "Hey, I would trade you Clint Frazier and a bunch of these random low tier picks for a team's top player or something." It's always exactly like that.
Yep, no, you know what it was like? It's literally Lakers fans every single year.
Yep. Spurs weren't stupid.
We'll give you guys Russell Westbrook and 2 firsts to get Damian Lillard to us.
Yeah, bro. We'll give you guys D'Angelo Russell, and it's like, all right.
First, Malik Beasley, Mo Bamba.
Yeah, Mo's great, man. He can run the rim. He can
practice really well for you.
Yeah.
D'Angelo's
always out after.
Of course, Mo's lasting impact in human history will just be a song, not even as a player. So, but okay, let's get to now that Victor's been confirmed, obviously, and the Spurs weren't stupid. Let's talk about the CP3 trade. So CP3 goes to the Warriors. I thought that was going to kind of piss off Ryan because I thought CP3 would go to the Lakers.
Too old.
The Wizards get Jordan Poole,
dude,
a 2030 first round pick and a 2027, I think, second round pick. God, that's going to take so long.
I think it's hilarious that Ryan just said, "Nah, too old."
He is, man.
For the ones that can see our chat,
dude.
You should have seen when they were rumoring CP3 to the Lakers. This dude was all about it. I said. Now he's like, "Oh no,
I wasn't all about it.
Too old. Too old." Guy who has
Dude,
a 38-year-old
LeBron
James.
38-year-old LeBron James is better than pretty much every player in the league.
I guarantee. I could totally see, but depending on how the season goes with Bronny.
Oh, no. LeBron's going to go to where Bronny goes. That's how.
No, that's what I'm saying. I could see if depending on how the season goes for Bronny.
That's why the Bulls are going to tank.
If he's good and he becomes a lottery pick, I'm sure a team will try. Take
you don't think Bronny's going to be a lottery pick just because his dad said he's going to go to whatever organization drafts him?
Maybe, probably, but I'm just saying, I could totally see the Wizards doing that and try and get LeBron for a year. I've been seeing some Wizards fans.
It won't be next year because Bronny's going to go to USC, realize that the Trojans are a terrible school and they're awful. He's going to transfer to the actual school, the actual good school that was recruiting him at Oregon, and then he's going to get some Nike money. He's going to get some Nike money. He's probably going to go to the Elite Eight or something, and then he's going to be a lottery pick.
Listen, Bronny, I'm sure
the Elite Eight, and then the Elite Eight where they lose to USC. That's how it will go.
Connor.
Oregon doesn't lose to USC in basketball or football, so I'm not worried about the little Trojans.
Okay.
What? Okay. That's
you're about to start something, Shane.
I don't
know if you want to.
I genuinely do not disagree with the top 5.
I missed it. Put it back up.
I don't disagree. I don't think he is a top 5 player in the league.
Okay.
Wait, right now?
We're talking about player. Oh,
this very moment, I do not think he is top 5.
He's not top 5 in the league.
Did Chase mean all time or right now?
I think he means right now.
I need clarification, Chase. I need clarification for this incredible conversation you're about to put us on.
If he says all time, we might have to block him.
Yeah,
because
we may have to kick Ryan out for a few minutes to let him cool down.
We'll have to.
You guys don't even know, man. Talk about the conversation me and was it the guy who runs the Nuggets account had about Jokic being better than LeBron, and I'm like, bro,
Jokic is the best player in the NBA right now.
One-on-one right now, I take LeBron.
Yeah.
Because LeBron is
one-on-one.
One-on-one. LeBron is way quicker, way faster than Jokic. There's no way that
Jokic just averaged a triple-double in the whole playoff.
LeBron did that in the finals.
Sure, that was when LeBron was the best player in the league.
He could still average a triple-double.
Right now, Jokic is the best player in the league.
And that's why he's not the best, Ryan, because he takes games off.
Jokic is a center. He's a center.
LeBron's standard is top 2 all time.
Yes.
You can debate whichever one you want to, but right now, I mean,
I mean, LeBron's at age 38. Like,
LeBron is not a top. I would argue
This is
LeBron's
my
not
argument
a top
right
10
now.
player in the league now.
okay,
Right
LeBron
now.
is 38.
He's top 10.
38.
He's top 10.
Connor's
Come on,
stretching it a
Connor.
little bit.
Come on.
He's
I'm
riling him up a
trying to
little
take over for Chase and piss Ryan.
No,
off.
I'm just like
I need Chase
legit.
to verify. Where
This
did
is
Chase
my
go?
this is my argument against that. When LeBron plays like LeBron, like when we saw what he did in that game 4, even though they lost,
Right.
like that's disrespectful to watch that performance in a must-win game. And he's putting all his effort into it and damn near gets 40. Probably could have had 50 if he was still young LeBron. Nobody on that Nuggets team could stop him. Like when LeBron has his mindset like he's going to score, nobody in the NBA is stopping that.
Okay,
That's
but you
where I
don't
was-
think that
nobody's
you don't
arguing.
think that you don't think that when he takes games off, that doesn't like take marks against him.
At least he
Why
actually
does he
sits
wear-
up. Like he's not like Paul George that just sits for like half a season every
I
year.
think we've had this conversation in the Jordan
We definitely
LeBron
have.
debate where Jordan
Yeah.
does not or LeBron does not play 82 games in any given season.
well,
so-
he used to. It's just he gets injured now.
I think he
He's
has
older.
I think he has like 2 seasons in his NBA career where he's played all 82 games and Jordan had like 7.
It was also a different era, Lucas.
Yeah, it was a lot tougher back when
a
Jordan
more-
played. I
yeah,
know.
LeBron. Yeah, Jordan played.
I
much
love that
tougher.
argument so much. I love the
It's
90s was
it's
just
not
it was just
it's
more
not
physical guys.
Yeah,
it's
LeBron-
not a good argument. It's
was
not a
just
good
more
argument, but
LeBron.
it's the one we got. All right.
Yeah,
LeBron
I
only
love
feel
it.
has
like-
one.
I'm with you.
LeBron only has one season where he played all 82 games, and that was his last season.
You know why? Because when he was playing with for
Because he was carrying that shitty ass team. That's why. he
yeah,
played
that's
all
why.
82.
But
Kyrie
so-
carried him, but
LeBron-
okay.
He
Oh,
didn't
LeBron's
play
been in
82.
the NBA longer than his life that he was not in the NBA.
Yeah.
I mean, the dude has played long enough, and I mean,
Dude didn't
we could
play-
argue top 10. I think he's top 10 in the league, but I mean,
Dude didn't play 82 regular season games and still played 100 games a year.
yeah.
I mean, if you ask me, I think LeBron, do I think LeBron right now is the best player in the league? No. Do I think he's top 3? Yes. I think he's better than Jokic because I've seen Jokic too many times
God.
So you
disappear. I know. I'm saying just like
When?
during the season. Okay, in the playoffs, yeah, he
they
was
took
good.
whoa.
He took
Did
Miller.
they take Miller?
He took,
Wow.
he took
I
Miller.
thought they were taking
Hey,
Scoot.
Josh.
Shoot.
Josh, this is your cue.
Oh man, what a killer pick! Allegedly.
Aw,
Allegedly.
I got it.
that's not what I needed. Crap.
Hey, you know what that means?
Portland's gonna
Zion's
Oh, man.
going to Portland. 100%.
I mean,
Scoot
you
wants
think
to
they're
be a
gonna trade him?
Pelican. Scoot wants to be a Pelican. Zion's
I-
going to Portland.
I hope there's a sign and trade with Scoot because I need Amin to be there at 4.
Oh man.
I've heard
Okay,
that
so-
Portland really likes him though.
Portland.
Amin.
Well, that
So-
stuff didn't come out till today, which made me think that Portland's
Yeah.
posturing for a trade.
Listen, Houston,
Probably.
you don't want
Yo,
want
okay.
Scoot Henderson.
I do want. I would like Scoot. I just think he's going to go in the top 3. That's what I was saying.
Okay,
But
Well,
if
what do you think
Scoot
is more
falls to
likely?
us at 4, like I'm in. Don't get me.
I thought
Okay,
for
I was
sure
just
What do you
that
think
it
is
was
more
like
likely? Do you think Zion? Do you think Zion goes to Portland and Dame to be paired with Dame, or
I don't
Dame gets
think
traded
Dame
to
wants
the
that.
Heat?
I don't think
I
Dame
think
wants
Dame-
that.
Do you think Dame gets traded to the Heat?
What did you? I
Why
don't
wouldn't
know.
Dame want Zion?
Because-
Dame wants to complain every offseason and then go into the season with the same roster he left with the previous year. That's what Dame wants to do.
Yes.
Dame doesn't want to do anything else but that.
I
So
think
no,
Dame
Zion's
actually
not
loves
And then
him.
he wants to be like, "Oh, I'm loyal. I
Yeah,
want to
it's
stay
just
in
me.
Portland."
It's like the Kevin Hart said. He's just like, just me, by myself, one man. It's like, all right, Dame, you're gonna go be an 11th seed. Like, relax, we get it.
No, can I? Okay, Cam, really quick, because you and me have talked about this.
Sure.
Cam doesn't think Damian Lillard
He's
is
a top
like,
75 player. No,
is
not
a
at all.
top
Oh
75.
no,
player.
I don't think so either.
Nope.
I wouldn't even argue like James Harden shouldn't have been one.
I
either.
think he's the second best
No,
shooter in the
come
league
on.
behind Steph
James
Curry.
Harden averaged like 35 points 2 straight
Yeah.
seasons.
Yeah,
That's not-
Harden deserves
James
it.
Harden is extremely good.
Dwight Howard has a better argument for top 75 than Dame Lillard does.
And
It's
I'm
not
about to
even
say-
close.
I
No,
don't
Not even
disagree.
close.
Did Dwight not make it?
No, Dwight did not make it.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah,
Dwight-
I'd say so. I think Dwight should be Hall of Famer. Just
Dwight
'cause
is one
at
of the
his peak,
best
he was
defensive
crazy.
big men ever. Like ever. Not in his era.
Yeah.
Ever. At his
Oh,
peak.
guys, also, you
Sorry.
see that guy? You see the guy Cam Whitmore that's projected for like the fourth? He went to a private high school, literally like 5 minutes up the street from where I grew up in Maryland.
Nice.
That's crazy.
So,
Yeah.
wait, why am I blanking
So-
on it all of a sudden? Mount St. Mary's? No,
Oh.
Sick.
not Mount St. Mary's. What
They
the hell
only
am I
take
thinking?
killers in Charlotte.
And
Mount
Wemby
St.
is my brother.
Oh.
Anyways.
Holy
What?
shit.
I'm
Rough
telling
place,
the
man.
truth.
No, I'm just messing with you, Connor. Oh man.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy, it's a
I
party.
It's a party, man.
Goodness.
It's a party in my city.
We need to get rid of the thing
Yes.
around.
There you
us
go.
now. We need to
Yeah,
get
there
rid of
we
that.
go.
All right, welcome to the show.
I didn't
our
think we
buddy-
could fit more than 7 people.
Oh, we can
More than
fit
6
10.
people. Oh, really? I didn't
Yeah,
know
or
that.
9, one of the two.
No.
Probably 9.
But this is my buddy over here. He runs the OKC Thunder SSN page. How you doing, man?
You can't hear you.
I think he's doing great.
He's doing great.
He's definitely doing great with all the first round picks that OKC has for the next
Yeah.
decade.
Yeah. I was about to say, if you have that many picks, you got to have the phone in your hand at all times. You can trade
That's
them.
what
you
he's
can get
doing.
more.
Right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, straight up. And like, how many first round picks do they actually have? Like the next decade or something? They have like
Well, they
a
traded
ridiculous-
some to Denver, right?
So really
Yeah,
quick,
we
Cam,
traded, I think 26.
Cam,
They
can
have
I
26.
Total draft picks, I think, is 26.
Wow.
can I
What decade?
Go up.
How many? And over what time period though?
I think it's 6 years, 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
I think it's to 2029. That's when they were able to trade.
I'll have to
for
double
him.
check and get back to you.
So are you ready to say that you guys are going to be a playoff team next year with Shea and Chet?
I
You
mean,
should have been this year.
I think we would have been a playoff team this year if Chet didn't get hurt.
I'm excited to see what Chet can be. I actually do a NBA, was it My League? Like where you create, when I used the OKC Thunder.
Hmm.
It is such a fun team to play with on 2K. I know it's 2K, but still, how you guys played in the play-in tournament. I mean, you guys were probably the second best team behind the Lakers coming into the end of the season.
The Hawks.
Oh, yeah, and the Hawks. You guys beat the team that made it to the finals. So technically, you guys are
Yeah.
the Eastern Conference champs.
How do you like all of our Williams we have?
Bulls. Hey man, all I'm gonna say is Bulls should have been in the finals. Just saying.
Do
They
y'all
play-
think it's fair?
They
to
played the
compare Wemby?
harder.
Do y'all think it's fair to compare Wemby to
Kevin Durant.
Holmgren? To
Oh,
Chet?
Chet Holmgren.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it's-
I
I
mean.
think
That's
it's
what some
very
people
fair.
just.
Got to
think.
go in here.
I think it's unfair to call Chet Holmgren a unicorn when Victor Wembanyama exists in the world.
The year after,
Yeah.
not even, not even
Chet,
like.
because
Well,
I
and then
love
Chet
Chet. I
immediately
don't
misses
say this out of
the
hate.
entire
I love
season.
Chet. No, I
He
love
missed the
Chet.
entire
I'm just
rookie
saying,
season,
like,
right?
Who just got picked?
oh,
Scoot Henderson.
Henderson.
wow.
And you know what's weird? Because I believe Cam, you posted
I
this.
thought
in
they
the
were making
group
that
chat.
trade.
What's up?
Dame told the front office that he doesn't want to play in what is it called?
A young core team or something.
Yeah, he doesn't want to. He wants a contender, and now it seems like Portland was just going to go ahead and go pick Scoot anyway.
I wonder if
Damn.
Scoot's trade bait. I wonder if Scoot's wearing a Portland hat by the end of the night.
Or
Probably.
Dame, or is Dame sent for a pick or something?
And he
Good.
sent him to the Lakers.
Yeah,
I know
Dwight
when-
Howard
when
needs
are
to
the-
defend the track.
When I wonder what the Heat's picks are.
You know
I don't
what?
why. I keep thinking it's gonna be the Heat.
Let me ask, why am I blanking? How would you think about having Dame with Shea Gilgeous-Alexander?
I'll show you. Hold on. I got something. Hold on.
Because I was just thinking about that. Like, what if Portland wants to go full rebuild? I mean, you could trade Dame to OKC. OKC has the cap space, and you could get a couple first for Dame. I don't know how they feel about that, but I just kind of thought about that off my head. Like, I feel like Dame would actually be a good addition to playing alongside Shea.
Shame said that Houston is picking Almond at number 4.
Hey! I don't need to hear about Shams. I don't need none of that. I don't do spoilers. Sports insiders are stupid as a whole. I don't do anything.
Yeah, I totally hated that with the NFL draft story, and not this draft, but last year.
Dude,
that was like a big thing, like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
that wasn't a thing until.
Yeah.
Well, I was just kidding anyway. You traded the 4th for John Collins. I hope you're happy. I hope everything works out great down there.
John Collins, sick upside.
No, they traded the 4th for Trey Young.
Hey, Cam, how about this? I'll give you D'Lo and 2 first for Jalen Green.
No, God, no. What? God.
All right, I tell you what, Ryan, we'll give you Lonzo Ball for D'Lo, straight trade.
Yeah, I'll do that. Give me Lonzo. I will do that.
Lonzo's got a higher upside.
You realize that Lonzo's never going to play basketball again, right?
Still higher upside.
Why? What happened?
Still higher upside.
The knee.
What happened to Lonzo?
People don't even know what happened to his knee.
His knee is such an anomaly right now for doctors. They have no idea how to treat it. They don't know what they have no idea what's happening right now. And he said he was in like so much excruciating pain. He can hardly like run around. He can't do anything. And it's been like that for like 2 years now. Year and a half.
If you're a top prospect coming out of high school and they say you have a Lonzo Ball knee, that's probably the worst thing you could get from the absolute worst.
That's a terrible dive.
So what's the over/under on him starting a clothing brand like his father?
Oh, he'll make one for sure.
Like,
he already has,
doesn't he?
Like, does
Tommy
John,
You know, like Tommy John surgery, obviously that's named after a baseball player. That surgery.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Lou Gehrig's when you tear your ACL,
named after Greg Lupkin.
Exactly. When you tear your ACL in sports, they're gonna call it Lonzo Ball surgery now.
No. It's the Big Baller Brand surgery.
No,
Big Baller Brand trademarked.
Whenever you have one of those injuries in football where you tear your ACL, LCL, PCL, that's the Lonzo Ball.
That's the Lonzo Ball.
Just blow up your knee.
You'll just see LeVar just pull up in an infomercial about talking about.
See, you could recover MCL, PCL, ACL, but it was the agitation of the meniscus that really got you.
Yeah. It was the sprain that did it, not the tears.
Cam, how are we feeling, man? Who are you wanting here?
So Cam wants Cam Whitmore. He wants Whitmore. He wants Cam.
I would like
Cam
Whitmore.
Wants Cam.
I would like Amen here.
Is it Amen or Amen? Because I was calling him Amen Thompson.
I think it could be either one.
No, it's like Amen. It's like I think it's like Amon Ross St. Brown. You say
I think that's what it is too. I want him because I think Orlando, Houston, and Oklahoma City are following the same structure of player and roster development.
Mm-hmm.
I think all 3 teams want everybody on the floor that's 6'5" or taller, that can get to the basket, that most of them can step out and shoot, and they can switch everything defensively if all goes well. And I kind of see that as the structure that, and OKC, if I'm wrong, let me know. But I think the goal is to get as many versatile players on the floor as possible. And Thompson is 6'8" with a 7'1" wingspan, and he averages 7 assists a game. His shooting isn't great. His brother shoots better, but we'll get, he can get in the gym and learn how to do that. But he's just freakishly athletic and able to handle the ball and take pressure off KPJ. I think would be the best option for us right now. I think.
Look who it says is gonna go.
Okay. Cool. All right, they can break it early. That's fine. I'm good with them. I like them. So
Sideline Sports Network says it's okay.
They're okay. They're fine.
I also have the Astros account too.
Oh, what's up?
I have the Astros account also.
Oh, you have the Astros account?
Yeah, that's me. So I talk to you all the time.
Oh yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
It's funny now meeting people that's like, oh, that's your account. Okay.
That's
that's all right.
Dude, I tried to take over the SSN Bulls account, but they were just like following a bunch of anime accounts, and it was just like, and they had literally every single one of the accounts or that they were like following had post notifications on, so my phone was just exploding with these anime fucking dude, it was driving me crazy.
I'm waiting.
I had to stop.
I'm waiting for us to be like, okay, so you run this account. Was that you right there?
Yeah, was that you talking shit, right? You know?
The Hawks haven't been good enough for me to talk shit to anybody. So
they've been just good enough to get in the playoffs, but not good enough to talk shit yet.
We were bad one year, got Trae Young. We won't be bad till he leaves. Won't be good either. But
you won't. Yeah, exactly. You won't be.
No, how about this, Stu? Because I've been offering trade offers to everybody on this panel. I'll give you D'Lo and 2 first for DeJounte Murray.
Love it.
Love
it. So good.
That DeJounte Murray trade is looking so
like,
bad for you guys.
I have a buddy that's a Bulls fan that wants to offer Kobe White and ones to everybody. So I'm so
why, dude? Okay.
Also, I can't imagine the Hawks with Luka if they had stuck with Luka. Like that'd been nuts.
That's the thing. Like Luka.
Here we go, Cam.
That hurt, but
okay.
Yep, Aben Thompson.
Listen, it's exactly who it needed to be, so I'm okay.
Is he trade
bait? Would you be okay trading away from the Rockets' young core, Cam?
Huh?
Who would you be okay trading away from the Rockets' young core?
Give us KPJ.
KPJ would probably be the only one I'd be willing to part ways with.
I don't know why, but I've always kind of liked.
What?
Sengun?
No, Kevin Porter Jr., our point guard. Okay. That we got from Cleveland, which, by the way, thanks Cleveland. They gave him to us for nothing.
Well, because I believe he was like kind of in the doghouse in Cleveland.
He was.
Colin Sexton.
Kevin Porter Jr. has been averaging 20+ points a game for us and like 6 assists since he got to Houston. We got him for a top 55 protected pick.
It seemed like though that like when he went to Cleveland, I remember when he was in Cleveland, I thought he was very good his first year in Cleveland and maybe the second too. Yeah. Then when they started getting Darius Garland, Colin Sexton, they kind of like were like, okay, well, it was nice seeing you, Kevin, but we want to build around Colin and Darius. And then it just like, okay, Colin, it's nice you were here too, but you can go to Utah. Cleveland doesn't know what the hell they're doing. I thought they were doing a really good job of building a young core. And then it's like they trade everyone away after a couple of years.
There's a lot of teams in the East kind of stuck in that like middle tier. Like, I mean, the Hawks, obviously. Cleveland, a little bit better than the Hawks sometimes.
Cleveland was the 5 seed, right?
Right. But like the year before, the Hawks beat them. I mean, there's like the Knicks, the Hawks, Cleveland. There's just a ton of them.
Ryan, check that out.
You got to sign Dame signed?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So he came to OKC when he was hurt. So me and my little guy chopped it up with him, and he signed that jersey for me. So he's my favorite player that's not on the Thunder.
Yeah, outside of LeBron and AD, like he's my favorite player to watch. He is like, I know Cam, you don't think he's a top 75, but I've never seen a guy just like take over games and be able to just shoot from like the stuff he does is just cutthroat. Mm-hmm. Like that, my favorite memory of him is when he did that in Paul George's face to eliminate the Thunder. I know that probably hurts, but like, I mean, I wasn't. Russell Westbrook talked a lot of smack that series, and then Dame just like pulled up. Like,
Russ talks smack.
So where's Russ gonna end up? You think?
No,
back to LA.
No,
he used to go to.
Well, not with the Lakers. He can go back to the Clippers. He can go help them fumble the bag, but no. Let me ask you: how do you feel about Russell's career? Do you think he's earned a Hall of Fame spot?
Yeah.
I think he was on that trajectory once he got the triple-double seasons in a row, like the record.
They don't think they're going to take into account his time with Washington, Lakers.
I think it's already been cemented at that point. It's just like it's the whole thing with CP3 too. Pretty much from his time with the Hornets and then the Clippers kind of cemented it. Everything past that really doesn't matter, other than just getting a ring is really what it is matters at this point. I don't think either of them need a ring to confirm it though. I think they're going to be first ballot picks.
So, Cam, what would it take to get KPJ to the Lakers? Can I give you
D'Angelo Russell and 2 third-round picks.
2 third-round picks. First round.
I'm asking questions. What would it take from LA?
Can I give you Vando? Give you Jared Vanderbilt for KPJ straight up.
I would take Vando and Huey for KPJ.
And who was the other one?
What did you think?
Who was the other one? Who's Huey?
Rui.
Oh, Rui? Nah. Because Rui's going to probably be a starter next year.
I think Vando is probably the lowest I would go on the Lakers roster. But it would have to be Vandy and.
Something else.
How about I give you Vando and Malik Beasley for KPJ?
Okay.
Malik
You know what,
Beasley is
Ryan?
gonna be
Sure. Let's do it.
Oh, man. No, but seriously, like,
You
I'm
guys
always
are in a
like,
tough spot, though.
well,
LA's just in a tough spot this offseason.
the thing with us, it's like we need a point guard. We need it because we're not going to be able to bring back Dennis
Game.
because
I also think you might not have Davis either. There's that whole
Anthony?
situation about Davis.
Anthony Davis.
Supposedly he's
No. The Lakers aren't in a rush to give him an extension until next summer because they want to see how he does this year.
I wouldn't extend him either.
I thought there was a whole rumor about him either being traded or retiring or something.
No,
that's LeBron is the retiring rumor.
But no, like the thing with us right now is with the cap situation, we can either bring back D'Lo, which is looking like that's going to be $20+ million a season for him with what he's asking, or we can sign and trade D'Lo, but I don't know what we're going to get back because there's not too much of an appetite for D'Lo, obviously, right now. But then if we let D'Lo walk for nothing, then who are we going to get at point guard? Because the point guard free agency market is very weak. And I prefer to bring back D'Lo and let him walk. But I really think Dennis is like a big piece we need to bring back for next year.
That's
personally.
crazy, Ryan. Lakers are awesome. Thompson got taken with the next pick.
Wow, back-to-back twins.
Back-to-back, that's sick. That's
I
so
did
cool.
not think
Ausar?
back-to-back would happen like that.
So when do the Bulls pick?
They don't.
They
They don't have a
don't.
first round pick.
They don't. Lakers don't have a pick either.
However, I am hearing a lot of buzz that Levine or DeMar DeRozan might not be Bulls by the end of the night.
Yeah.
So,
I would love Levine.
I think Chicago's going to ask way too much for Levine that I just don't think is there.
Well, did you see what the asking price was? They want
no.
2 first. They want 2 first for Levine.
here's the thing about Zach Levine. If you need a guy to score and do nothing but score, Zach Levine's your guy.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of NBA teams that need that, just a guy to score. But
I'll give you D'Lo and 2 firsts for Zach Levine.
honestly, I would honestly take that. D'Lo and 2 firsts. Let's do it. Let's make this trade right now. We'll call up the GMs.
So for DeRozan, what's their asking price?
They want 2 firsts for Levine. That's what they
When
want.
do the Hawks pick?
15th.
Yeah.
15th. What?
The Lakers
do they need?
pick 17.
What do we need?
Yeah.
Besides trading away certain players,
John Collins.
I just said of the taller variety. You can pick which one. There's a few on the roster. I don't know. They said we could trade away DeAndre Hunter, who's a pretty good wing for us. I hope we don't
I would
trade him.
love DeAndre Hunter.
I know. I think he's a good player, but
Has he been injured a lot?
DeAndre Hunter? No, he got hurt last year, but he's not injured a ton. But he can really shoot the ball and defend almost all the positions. He's a
Also,
really good player.
can we talk about the fact that the top 4 picks were guys that didn't even play college ball?
I think that's the way basketball.
Miller did.
Brandon Miller.
Oh,
played
well,
ball.
man, Brandon Miller did, but Is it just now these NBA teams just prefer guys that played in the Ignite system than guys that played college?
It might
think
be. I
this is
mean,
the first school.
you got to think about it. You know, they're used to the NBA style, not going to classes, just playing basketball all day, and how to set up that regiment. They're used to the travel style that the NBA would have. Like, there's a lot to be said for valuing that higher than maybe a college player.
Yeah,
Also-
I agree.
Also, I think, you know, this is really the pool before NIL hit really big this past year.
Yeah.
This is really the time where, you know, NIL was about to become a thing, but you could go to the G League and make $500K out of high school. So, you know, maybe with NIL that makes college basketball more competitive versus the G League. But if you don't want to worry about class or anything like that, and you're going to be a top 10 pick anyway.
Yep.
My buddy's a Magic fan, and he's losing his mind right now trying to figure out who they're going to take. He wants Whitmore. I think Whitmore would be perfect right here for Orlando.
I think they should take Will Richardson from Oregon.
Because they have.
Just kidding, he's god-awful.
Because they took Paolo first overall last year. I don't know who else is on the team. I have no idea who else is on the team.
They have Gary Harris.
I'll just be straight up. They just showed two guys. One guy's name is Keontae George, and the other was Chris Murray. And I thought for a second Keontae or Kajante Murray or something was, or it was Javon. I can't even remember his name. Whatever the guy in the Hawks.
Is Keontae George, is he the kid that had that heart issue? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
From Baylor?
Yeah.
No.
Was
that Austin? That was Austin. That was like a few years ago. That was
He's playing overseas though right now.
There was a kid that played for Baylor, and he was really good as a freshman. No, there was some kid. They just did an article about him like a couple weeks ago, and he's in the NBA draft. Like, he's expected to get picked. I don't know if it was a first or second.
Well, he is a center. Keontae George is a guard. The kid you're talking about was a big 7-footer.
Okay.
And he, I think, is playing overseas right now. That same kid. I think he got cleared and he went to play.
Yeah.
I think.
But is that
somebody's getting picked right now?
Mm-hmm.
I think you guys are slightly ahead of me.
Anthony.
I am not watching.
Cam Whitmore? No, Anthony Black.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Why do I get the feeling that Cam is going to be for Washington coming back home to the DMV? I'm getting that feeling now all of a sudden.
Well, where does Washington pick?
They're 8, so they're going to pick. They're picking right after Indiana, which is up next.
Yeah, I like Anthony Black to Orlando. I think Orlando's got to figure out what they want to do at point guard. I think
Cole Anthony was their guy.
Cole Anthony or holy cow, who's the other one?
Gary Harris?
No.
Franz Wagner?
No, Markelle Fultz. I think Fultz or Cole Anthony gets dealt in somewhere for something.
What happened to Jalen Suggs? Is he the
He's a
shooting guard?
2-guard. Yeah, he's a 2-guard.
Yeah.
And Franz Wagner?
No, Franz is a 3-guard. They're playing Paolo at the 4.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw some stuff about the Bulls trying to pursue Suggs if the Magic took a point guard there.
Yeah, what's going on with Suggs? Because was he a top 3 pick?
Yeah, he just hasn't really found his footing yet.
Well, I know that they don't really play him that much. It seems like in Orlando.
They're kind of backed up, I guess, at the guard position after naming all the guards they have there.
Wasted all those first-round picks on guards.
Hey, they hit with Paolo. Paolo could play.
Hit with Paolo and they hit with Franz.
It is kind of wild to see 4 guards selected in the first 6 picks.
Well,
is that weird? Is that weird for the NBA draft? Because I feel like that's weird. I feel like a lot of bigs get picked early.
Or like forwards. I know a lot of forwards.
Outside of Scoot, though, those 3 of the 4 guards are 6'8".
Okay.
And then
that's
there's
fair.
6'2". Who's
How long? How many years? How many years until we get like an 8-footer?
An 8-footer.
It's going to be wild.
The tallest player they just showed that's been ever drafted is 7'6". So
yeah, baby.
Well, like when
People are just-
when people
are
get that
evolving,
big,
though. I'm just
Like
saying.
Chet
yeah,
Holmgren,
but
like-
Lucas, when people get that
Well-
big, there's a lot of other problems that start to like come about to where like playing sports would
Like
be
Anthony
pretty
Davis.
friggin' hard to do.
Like
Well,
Anthony
yeah,
Davis.
the tallest man who ever lived was 8'2", and he only lived to like 27 because
Because his heart got too big and it died.
well, and it struggles to pump blood everywhere through his body because it's so big.
Also,
Was it
I
like
think,
Grinch?
I think the evolution is
Ah.
more so not to be bigger, but to have more versatile 7-footers. Like you see Wemby, you see Greek Freak, you see
Well, I mean,
AD.
Yeah, that's kind
Chet
of what I'm.
Holmgren?
That's kind of
Yeah.
what I'm getting at here is that like things are changing so much where we're seeing these like. I mean, you look at the NFL for instance. We're getting these 6'7" dudes that are running 4.4 40s, and it's like things. You know, if you saw that guy back in 1960, he would. They would probably put him up on a cross and burn him. He'd be a witch. They wouldn't even know what to do. So like things are just changing in the NBA so much that kids are just getting taller and taller
Well,
and taller.
It's like Chet
Thanks,
Holmgren.
sports science.
I've heard like with Chet Holmgren that he can pretty much dribble the ball off the floor like a point guard. Like that's, I mean, Wemby's the same.
Yeah, I've
way.
seen it.
Like people are saying Wemby's like the next Kevin Durant, but taller. Like he can shoot, drive, play defense really well, rebound, play center, whatever. I mean, it's going to get to a point where we're going to see more 7-footers play like a point guard.
So for Wemby, you know, they said if he has, certain people were saying if he has like Kevin Durant's career, he'd be a bust because of all the hype. And
That
then
wasn't
someone said
certain people. It was who was the idiot?
Broussard.
Broussard. Yeah, thank you. He's an idiot.
That's
he said
crazy.
that, he
Okay,
said
so
that
what does the
if-
Pacers do?
he
And
said
then
that if Wemby's career ended up like Hakeem's, it would be a bust.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a crazy thing to say.
Well, that would be like saying if his career ends up like LeBron, that's a
Yeah.
bust. Like
someone
Oh,
compared his
it's
steam
Cam.
today.
I'm predicting Cam Whitmore right now.
Bilal? Whoa, that's
No.
actually like
I'm
surprised
predicting
Bilal.
somebody else.
They took the guy.
Whoa!
Pacers took the guy I wanted.
Wow.
He was 5'11" and he was 5'11" 3 years ago, and then I didn't realize he was.
Yeah.
Oh, he was a teammate. Damn.
He's 6'8".
He's
and he's
6'8".
got a 7'4" wingspan, and he's 18.
People are saying that he's
He's
really
18 today. Yes, right now.
Today's his
as it
birthday?
stands, that kid is 18 years old. No. He's just not 19 yet. Sorry. I said it weird. That was my.
That's gonna be like that one that 5-star that committed to Stanford or something, where he's like 16 years old.
and he's like
Yeah.
what is he, 7'3" or something like that.
No, the football player. He's,
I
I want to say he's like a
God.
quarterback or something. And he like has
Oh
like
no,
a
the one that
5
went to
point.
Florida. The guy that went to
Was it Florida?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was Florida. He reclassified to
the class of 2024.
Yeah.
He's
16
gonna get
years old.
drafted. He's gonna
was
get
a-
drafted
he
at
was a
18.
what was he, like a freshman or a sophomore in high
He's a
school?
freshman.
He's a freshman in
right now.
high school.
So crazy. He has like a 5
Just
point.
burned through.
8
He burned through all
GPA
of
or
his
some shit.
Yeah, he burned through all of his high school stuff, and
We also got
Yeah.
held back 2 years. Nobody talks about that part.
yeah, nobody talks about it. He got held back 2 years.
So the Magic's starting 5 right now, if Black slides into the 2-guard position, which it looks like he will be 6'4", 6'8", 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot.
Jesus.
And that's where the NBA is headed.
Is that,
Wizards
everyone's just
made a
basically
trade.
trying to copy the Nuggets. Like everyone's trying to get a tall team on the floor.
Wait, did you say a trade?
Yeah, the Wizards just made a trade. So apparently Indiana was picking again, right? Or did they just pick 7?
They just picked.
They just picked.
No, Indiana
Just
just
picked at
picked.
7.
Yeah,
So
because they
why would
swapped
Washington
7.
trade out of this?
There was a 7 for 8 flip
Why
where
is the
Washington
Jazz
sends
logo
2
black?
second-round picks to the Pacers.
So Washington's
again-
getting Bilal?
So
Yes.
Washington's getting below.
Whoa.
No. Indiana is selecting their person right now, I guess.
Right.
I don't know. No, Wizards is getting him. Yeah, sorry. Sorry,
So
Wizards. It was
confusing.
very confusing.
What a roller
It was
coaster.
Very confusing. Yeah, the Wizards just got the guy.
So whoever washed. What?
The Wizards just got Bilal, and now the Pacers are picking. Essentially, is
It's
what he's
not
saying.
But it's
So they're just
not
picking
reading
for
that
each
way.
other. They're just picking for
They're
each
just
other.
picking
They're
for
just
each
picking
other.
for each other.
Okay.
It just makes it harder to read.
Sorry.
So Bilal is wearing the Pacers thing, and he doesn't know he's actually going to be on the Wizards.
Yep. It's a
Right.
cruel world. Welcome.
Well, he gets 2 hats, maybe.
Yeah, you know,
It's 2 hats.
he gets to live the Kobe life in a couple.
I
other
mean,
guys.
what's
Trade him.
worse, DC or Indiana? Like,
DC.
DC.
You know, fun fact: when Luka got traded for Trey asked him if he wanted to trade hats, like right there when they took the picture. But Luka wanted to keep the Hawks hat. Luka still has the Hawks hat.
We'll come back to
God,
the
man.
Hawks eventually.
That
I mean, the
trade
Hawks.
just
The
gets
Hawks
me
logo goes hard
every
though.
time.
No, it's probably so when he kills us and sweeps us in the finals one year when we luckily make it, he'll just take pictures with the hat and troll us for decades.
Are there still a lot of Hawks fans that are defending that trade, or have they kind of
Yeah,
left themselves out?
I defend it only because, I mean, we could have selected someone worse. I mean, Trey Young's an all-star. I mean,
Wait, so I-
Luka.
What are the Pacers getting in this trade? They're just
2 second-round
swapping?
picks.
Oh, okay. I was just making
so
sure.
They're switching. So they're just basically Washington's about to just pick for the Pacers. They're going to swap that, and Washington's actually going to send 2 seconds.
Yep.
I wonder if the seconds they're sending are what they're getting from the Suns, probably, because
I wonder if that conversation.
they're getting 10 picks from the Suns. They're getting like 6 first. They're getting like 6 second rounders and 4 pick swaps.
I don't know how much a second rounder is worth anymore because Jay Crowder got traded for like 4 of them, right?
Yeah, but remember, everyone was like, "That's probably like 2 firsts equals a."
Well, you know what? What is it? How many seconds does the Wizards have now? Because they got 3 in the Rui trade, they got 7 in the Chris Paul and Bradley Beal trade. I mean, what? So that's 10. They probably already had a second round pick, so that's probably 11. I mean, Jesus Christ, were they trying to just copy OKC but with second round picks instead of first?
That's a bold strategy.
Well, I mean, Washington has all new regime. They have a new front office. They have.
Are they going to turn those second rounders into like a couple first?
Maybe, but they're probably doing. Yeah, they're probably doing what OKC is doing. They're just going to try and clear as much cap as possible. Just collect, picks and stuff, and just try and rebuild again.
But very much like OKC, in one of these trades, they got a centerpiece in Jordan Poole
and Tyus Jones.
He got with Shaw.
And Poole, if Poole's good this year, they can flip him and probably get a first.
You know what? And
first round picks.
I'll say this now. Like I think
Right,
who they?
Harris Walker or Jarris Walker.
Walker.
Jarris Walker.
Jarace Walker.
Jarace. Come on, man.
But really quick, I think the Wizards can actually
Where
have
did you
a
see that? Who was that from? Woj?
Shams.
Okay. I'm one of those people. It's just like until Woj says anything, I'm not gonna believe it.
Well, Shams is like that. Shams is like that for basketball.
Still on Woj Island there, aren't you? Bro, Shams has murdered Woj over the last 2 off seasons and drafts.
Oh,
And then
all
there's
right, guys.
Chris
I'm
Broussard,
gonna peace
Sorry.
out. I'm gonna peace out now that the only good picks are done. I know the Bulls don't pick today, so it's kind of sad for me.
If they trade
but
in, you need
if
to
they
come back
trade
on.
in, I will come back. But peace out, guys. Nice to meet you. The guys that I don't know already. Deuces.
Nice to meet you.
Later, Lucas.
They're gonna trade in right here at Utah. He's gonna be
Move
right
it
back.
up in the world.
Utah's gonna take Levine and DeRozan for this pick. And he's gonna come right back.
No,
Like a paper bag over his head.
They're gonna send all of the picks that they got from Minnesota for. No, wait, that was Gobert. Yeah, for Gobert.
Oh
right?
yeah.
God, that's such a bad trade.
That's
What
one
a
of the worst
fleece.
trades I remember.
An all-time fleece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the players they got back were good. Like the players with the picks were good.
Mhm.
Who the Jazz? Because all it was one player that that Minnesota got too. So that's just crazy.
But no, seriously, I think that the Wizards are gaining a really solid young core to start next year. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Wizards aren't like that bad, to be honest. Like with Bilal, you got Tyus Jones, who's a starting point guard. You got Jordan Poole. I don't know if they've got on the center position. But I mean, I'm starting to really like the Wizards, like their young core that they're building over there.
Somebody said the Wizards just traded a 38-year-old for a 24-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Which one's the 12-year-old though?
Yeah, right.
Poole?
Nobody knows.
Probably Poole.
Probably.
Unless there's baddies. That's right?
Well, then he turns into Steph Curry. So, I mean, there's baddies courtside. I mean,
Your Poole is going to put up like Westbrook-style numbers in Washington, and I can't wait.
no,
He's going to be like
for him
22 points a night on 38 shots. You're going to be like, this is
Poole?
awesome.
No,
Poole's gonna have have such inefficient numbers.
Yep.
He's gonna be on 30+ points, but 35% shooting from the field or something.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
I'm excited to
Question
see what Tyus Jones does. to be
How
honest.
many times a game does Jordan Poole wave off a screen this year? I think it's going to be a
Every
big
time.
bet.
No,
Real quick,
that's gonna be a bet that you can make on FanDuel. How many screens does he wave off?
Over
plus or
under
minus
how many
5.
videos? do
Over
we
under
get of Jordan
5.
Poole? Under how many videos of Jordan Poole getting punched at practice do we get?
Oh,
So,
Over under 1. Over under 1.5.
Say what's up.
What's up, man?
Hi, what's up?
Thank you.
We all got kids, pretty much. I think, right? Cam, you got a
Nope.
kid.
Oh,
Connor
not
doesn't
me.
have a kid.
Not
Josh
that I
doesn't have
know
a
of.
kid.
Nope.
That you know of, Josh.
Yeah, we just got back from a football camp, so
nice.
oh, nice.
Nice.
Jared McCoy, Sam Bradford, and Ryan Borles.
Boy,
Oh,
that's
cool.
a trio.
Yeah.
That's a ragtag bunch of people that run a football team. That's awesome. McCoy is my wife's favorite player.
So, what,
We're in Florida. She's a Tampa fan. McCoy was her favorite.
He's a good dude.
Yeah.
how are we thinking about what Utah does? Do you think this is where they trade Colin Sexton?
They got three first-round picks tonight, I think.
They won't trade this one for him. Or they won't let someone trade him this big.
Yeah, Utah's got 3. They've got 28, 16, and 9. I don't think they should trade out of any of these.
You know what's kind of odd? Was it earlier today? It was reported that the Lakers were thinking about trading up to get Kobe Buffkin, and I'm like, where are you guys trading up to? Are we trading with the Hawks, or we trade Kobe Buffkin? They were talking about trading up to get him, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to trade up to get him. I mean, I'm not too impressed with Buffkin as a.
I think
prospect.
LA going after Sexton would be almost ideal for you guys.
Very
You can
ideal.
get him for cheap. You can plug him in to be a starter. The guy knows what he's doing. He needs new scenery. I think he would be an ideal.
I just
LA.
don't know. Is he a good 3-point shooter? Is he a good defender? Because that's what we need from the point guard position, is a guy that can
Yeah.
shoot the 3 fairly well and play defense. I know he can play defense pretty well, but I don't know about his 3-point shooting.
He's about 40% for his career.
Oh, 3-point shooting?
Yeah.
Huh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
What is he,
380. He's 380 for his career. So that's not bad. From a point guard, that's not bad.
What is he, 6'2"? 6'3"?
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
About 6'2", yeah.
Molly. Bilal.
But you don't need. But the thing about Sexton is he can get it. He can get you guys into your offense, but he doesn't need the ball. He doesn't need to do much.
Is he
His
a very
assist
high
numbers could
IQ
be-
player? Is he very good at setting up offense?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
He's
he
very
can get you in
high
your
over.
offense. And he needs to up his assists a little bit, I think. But that took a hit this year just because he was playing in Utah and it was just weird there. But
Because my thing with another thing with D'Lo is I know D'Lo wants to start, and Austin Reeves. There's been a lot of thought that the Lakers would prefer to have Reeves as our starting point guard because of how, anytime he touches the ball, good things happen. So I just don't know if Sexton would be able to.
Hawks
They-
fans are pissed or not Hawks fans, Hornets fans are absolutely pissed that they took Brandon Miller.
Oh my God!
Oh, can you hear that? I'm glad you can hear that. It's just like when Knicks fans found out they weren't picking first overall back in 2019.
Well, do you remember when they got Porzingis and they booed?
And they're like there's the guy who's like, who is this guy? Push out Porzingis. What the hell are they doing?
Well, I imagine if you're a Hornets, if you're the front office, can you even have another point guard with LaMelo? LaMelo is such a ball dominant guard. I feel like I don't think you can just sit in the corner and let Scoot Henderson dribble around.
Oh man, Brandon. Well, that's Jordan's last pick as the owner of the Hornets, right?
Just
Oh my God.
a masterful way he's going out.
Hey man, it's a killer pick.
Talks owners into using less money for their cap space and then immediately sells the team.
They were very mad that it wasn't
So incredible.
Okay,
so you guys are going to be hamstrung. I'm out.
Taylor Hendricks for Utah.
Okay. Oh man, he went to UCF. Poor kid. Pour one out for him for surviving, I guess.
Orlando's a tough place.
Facts. So true.
Did OKC just trade for the number 10 pick?
What?
No, it was always Dallas.
Yeah.
Wait, Dallas has the number 10 pick.
Yep. And Orlando's got 11.
How?
It was a trade. One of the trades they were involved in, I think, got him to 10.
Oh, they just traded.
Yeah.
It just popped up on Twitter.
What was it?
Oh, let me find it. Where'd it go? What's up, dude? I shut my door. This. Thank you. What did it go?
Well, guys, I think it's about time for me to be hitting the old dusty trail.
Yeah.
It is nice meeting you, Stu. Good seeing you, Cam.
Good seeing you.
Nice meeting you.
Your name, OKC Thunder.
It's Brian.
Brian, nice meeting you, man.
You too.
Absolutely, guys. You guys have fun tonight, and I'm out of here.
See you, Josh.
Barstool.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah, OKC just moved into 10, and they sent the number 12 pick.
If we get Cam here,
no, OKC. Are you sure? Okay, was OKC at 12?
Yes.
No, yeah.
No, Dallas was always at 10. It was always going to be a swap.
Always at
the
10.
Mavs are trading number 10, and Davis Bertans to the Thunder.
Oh, Bertans.
And Carson Wallace.
Davis Bertans. That's who the Wizards sent to. That's who the Wizards sent to Dallas for Porzingis.
So we get him, and plus we keep the 12th pick.
No, you're sending the 12th pick in a TPE, which I guess is a trade exception.
I'm trying to catch up.
So who this player at 10 is going to OKC or going to
Dallas?
Dallas?
And then Dallas is getting the 12th pick.
Trading 10 and Davis Bertans. Okay, the fact you put 10 in there twice really throws me.
That's true.
So I'm guessing that should be Mavericks are trading number 10 for number 12.
Yes. So they're moving down 2 spots and they're shedding.
But they're actually.
Oh, if OKC just lucks into Cam Whitmore, I'm gonna be sick.
Dude, that's what I'm.
You guys don't do anything the whole night, then you're like, "Oh, Cam's there. I guess we'll take him."
Yeah, here's Cam Whitmore.
Yeah, this has to be
either him. I want him or Dick.
Yeah,
because he would fit in with how he dresses. So.
Oh man, you called that earlier in the chat, so this would be a perfect time to take him. Nice, well done. Yeah, man. Dallas needs a lot of work, man. That's another team that needs.
So,
to get
what do you guys think? Because
they need Josh Collins.
The
That's how you.
No,
get
you
to
know
the
that's what they
playoffs.
need. D'Angelo Russell. That's what they need. That's
They
what
would take both of those
Here
players.
they go.
I
They're
think.
talking about the trade.
So I haven't seen anything yet about the. So did they say anything? I wasn't paying attention. He didn't say anything about the Wizards trade, did he?
No. So the Mavs are drafting here for OKC, basically.
And essentially, Dallas is moving down to and getting a player trade exception just to get out the Bertans salary, which I guess is bad. I mean, I don't remember it being great, but
yeah, but an OKC is a team that can eat that contract and not worry about it.
Yeah, and you get a sharpshooter, as some would say.
I want Cam.
I don't know.
Sure. Yeah, OKC's got a team full of kids that are still in their rookie contract.
We got a bunch of shooters. I want a forward.
Bro, Bertans is a forward. He just happens to be a shooter.
I want Cam.
Yeah. No, Whitmore here would be insane at 10.
Yeah.
Why are they talking about Kyrie Irving?
Probably to make money to offer Kyrie whatever he wants. Honestly, I could see Dallas.
What if the Lakers and the Mavs just like dropped a bomb on everybody and just like Kyrie to the Lakers for the 17th overall pick and a sign and trade?
I can see the sign and trade.
Yeah.
I mean, if that was the case, then you guys can kiss Rui, Austin Reeves, and whoever else you'd have to sign.
Well, no, technically, so we have the bird rights on Austin, so technically we can keep Austin no matter what.
Oh yeah,
but Rui would have to be gone.
Which Rui would have to be gone for who?
If the Lakers were to trade for Kyrie, the Lakers would only be able to bring back Austin Reeves.
Brian, that's a hilarious tweet that you sent in the chat.
Who?
Brian. Okay, see.
Oh. I was going to ask you guys because we were talking about this in some Lakers spaces, because obviously there's the big thing that Lakers are thinking about trying to get either Royce O'Neal, Buddy Hield, and DFS, and like trading back, with Brooklyn or Indiana. At what point do you guys think that's kind of like more pressure on the Lakers to start, getting a deal done? Do you think it's when around that 12 to 13 pick range, or do you think when we get to like 14, 15?
Listen, you don't want to get to the 15 pick range. You know what we're going to throw at you.
Wow.
You know what we're going to throw at you.
Yeah.
And you're not going to like it. No one's going to like it. And that's all we got. That's all we got to throw.
Wow, Case and Wallace. I thought he was going to slide down more.
Oh, Brian's poos.
You guys got another guard.
We need guards.
Yeah, but this guard's from Kentucky.
How do you not say Cam?
I don't know. Is there something like
injury or something?
If Cam falls to Orlando?
Oh, man, that is such a weird pick.
Wait, that's Orlando's already second pick in the top?
11, yeah, they had
right?
4. They had 6 and 11.
Now watch Orlando draft another guard.
It would be Cam. No, Cam is a power forward, right? Or shooting
Cam's a
guard?
forward. Yeah, he's a forward.
Man,
I think
you
he
guys
could be a
really
little bit of
don't-
a tweener.
How many guards does OKC have? You got Giddy. You got
A ton.
Jay. Jesus Christ.
A ton.
I mean, J-Dub can play a little shooting guard.
Yeah, Isaiah Joe off the bench.
I mean, who was the other guy for you? That other guard.
Williams.
Uh, he came off the bench with Joe sometimes.
Joe. I'm trying to think. So you're talking about?
Oh my God.
Because Williams started some this year.
Yeah. see.
How about Trey
Oh,
Mann?
Aaron Wiggins.
Oh, Wiggins. Yeah, I like Wiggins. We got Trey Mann too.
Yeah. I mean, Jesus, how many freaking guards do you need? You got Jared Butler on the roster.
Yeah. Yeah, my point. So
Dort-
why wouldn't you
Dort
take Whitmore?
plays a little bit of shooting guard too sometimes.
So why wouldn't you take Whitmore?
Y'all are trying to be the next Golden State. Just run small ball lineup everywhere.
Yep.
It is so weird, Cam. You know, think about like back when the Rockets and the Warriors were having those battles, like of the small ball lineups and everything, and now it's kind of like the league's kind of changed to trying to get bigger, taller, more switchy.
Yeah, it
The
seems like
league's
every time we
changed.
played in the playoffs, friggin' Capella was the tallest guy on the court.
The league's changed, but you need like an athletic big guy or a Jokic or someone who brings you more than just rebounding and catching love, like a Capella or a Rob Williams for the Celtics. Like it kind of demands like an actual skill center.
It might even get to a point where we might start seeing less and less centers that can shoot the three, like that are allowed in the league. Because, I mean, one of the reasons that Jokic is so effective is the fact that he can hit the three at a very high level.
And Embiid can hit it well enough.
Anthony Davis used to be able to back in like the 2020 season. I think he was like at 36%.
Dude, he was money in the bubble.
He just can't shoot threes anymore. I don't know what it is with Anthony Davis. It's just like, and the shooting motion looks so off too.
All right, I have to go feed my kid. I'm gonna come back though. So do you want me to just hop out and then hop back in?
You could, if you want, you could just stay on here if you want.
Let the kids starve. They have the time for themselves.
I'm gonna go throw that one at my wife real quick, and I'll
That's totally how Lucas would operate, though.
He's just like, you feed him. I went to work for 40 hours.
I'm talking to my friends and watching the.
Oh no, never mind. I misread something. I thought this trade just happened.
No,
that was 2021. Sorry, I thought the Bulls.
They got
traded.
Al-Farouq Aminu. Whatever happened to that guy?
I don't know. Frick if I know. You know what I'm saying? All right. On that terrible joke, I'm out of here. All right, I'll be back.
Man.
All right.
Orlando's picking. Who'd they get? Jet Howard? Wow.
Yeah, I know that was a surprise one.
That's a pretty high pick for him, isn't it?
I thought so.
He's what's his name? The coach for Michigan's son.
Oh, he is the coach's son.
Or Juwan Howard, yeah. He's yeah. He can shoot the three extremely well, but other than that, he can't really do that much.
Gotcha.
Why is Cam falling? Cam Whitmore.
That's what I'm thinking. Wonder what's up.
What if what if OKC traded, drafts Cam Whitmore for Dallas? How pissed would you be?
Very.
I could see a trade right here between Hawks and Dallas if Dallas is holding this pick.
Where's Grace gonna go? Where's Dick gonna go?
Who?
The Hawks need a forward or a center.
All right, 1 minute, guys. I'll be right back.
Ooh. Dallas is taking the big from Duke.
Wow, really? Lively?
Yep. According to Shams. Yeah, something has to be going on with Cam.
There has to be some sort of medical stuff.
Yeah, injury or something.
I wonder if the Hawks pick Cam if he's there, though.
Didn't Cam? I think he missed a decent amount of time this season. So
yeah, because Cam's one, Grady's two on the big board or best available right now.
Yeah, I mean he was projected. I think Jay Billis, I think, had him at 4 as the 4th best player available. start. So
Defensive footwork, Andrea. Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, he gets defenders.
I don't know how I feel about Davis coming.
about who?
The guy from Dallas we got.
Gotcha.
I wonder if the Hawks go Whitmore, if they try to trade out that pick, pair it with Collins, and shed that salary. That'll be interesting. Because I imagine that was their idea. That was the Hawks' idea going into the draft. But I don't know how they value Whitmore or Grady Dick, really. I don't think we need another guard, though.
Gotcha. Where'd Ryan go? This is definitely the more honestly. There's no draft that's as interesting to watch as the NFL draft. NFL really does just have like down pat.
I don't know, man. The NFL will take like 30 minutes per pick.
It was like 15. Now it's down to 10 in the first round. So they've done. So they've.
The thing is, like, I'm surprised. Like, we're an hour and 15 in to the actual draft start time, and we're only 12 picks in. I mean, that's kind of shocking.
Well, I think it really. I mean, I wonder what. I think it might be 10 minutes as well for the first round at least. So.
I just remember the NBA draft being pretty quick usually.
Well, maybe it's also because they do the first and second round in the same night, so that's maybe just why. And there's only 2 rounds, which is definitely a lot different. But obviously, because there's fewer players per team, you don't need as much. You don't need as many rounds, I guess. So.
You think Drew Timmy gets drafted in that?
Do what?
You think
Timmy? No, isn't he? Is he in the? All right, did not go back to Gonzaga?
I don't know. That's what the rumors are. They're talking about. Is he going to get drafted or not?
I'm surprised.
I don't know if he's going back or not.
Interesting. Derek Lively. I don't recognize that name for Duke at all.
Yeah, he's the big.
It just seems like this year Duke was so anonymous. Like I couldn't name any players on their team this year. I don't know why. It's so weird to say that, but it really just felt like really wasn't anything, because I don't even think they won like the ACC or anything like that. So
they might have actually beat Virginia in the ACC, or did Virginia beat them, or Miami beat them? I think Miami might have beat them.
I think Virginia won the regular season title.
And Miami beat
Miami won the. Maybe Miami won the ACC. I can't remember off the top of my head.
Yep. Mock drafts have Timmy going 47th to the Lakers.
Gotcha.
Wait, who?
What Braun needs.
As what?
Timmy from Gonzaga.
Drew Timmy to the Lakers.
Yeah.
And
47? We don't have 47 anymore. We traded that with the. Yeah, we traded earlier today with the Indiana Pacers. We gave them 47 and cash for 40. So but I know for a fact we need a center and a point guard.
That was a mock draft, so that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Derek Lively is 7'2", 215. Holy! I did not realize he's 7'2".
He's 7'2".
Yeah,
What?
7'2", 215 is pretty slender.
I mean, can he shoot the three or no?
I'm not sure.
Because if he could shoot the three, I'd love to have him alongside Anthony
If
Davis.
he's the guy I'm remembering from Duke when I watched the ACC tournament, he was like really good at swatting, like getting blocks, active on the boards. But
I know he's a really good defensive player. I know that for a fact.
He just wasn't used a ton offensively for whatever reason. He only had an 11.6% usage rate. It's tough.
Well, Duke has so many 5-stars and stuff.
I'll be right back. I gotta go check on my fiance real quick.
All right. Man, that'd be hilarious if this was Ken.
Stop.
Ken Whitmore.
Yes, pick him, dude.
Wow. Wow.
I have tons of people here from Oklahoma. I have Oklahoma Sooners players. I just want these kids to know you can do it. Why not you? I get it. Why not you?
Jared McCoy provided that example Thursday evening, along with other Sooner superstars like Sam Bradford and Ryan Gordon. Also got their start in OKC, the greats giving a helping hand to the next generation. The greats giving a helping hand to the next generation.
Well, at least it wasn't Cam Whitmore.
Exactly.
I wonder why he's fell so far.
Has to be an injury or something we don't know about.
I mean, there's no way you can be the third best prospect and not.
No.
I mean, shit, at this point, if he falls all the way to 17. Oh, I never realized Derek Lively was the #1 recruit. That's weird. So he can shoot the three. Huh. Honestly, I feel like I would have liked OKC with Lively.
Well, the guy I wanted went to the Pacers and then got traded to the Wizards. So,
I mean, the thing that hurt you guys in the play-in was the size and not being able to get.
That's why I wanted a big, not another freaking guard.
Do you guys have any other first round picks?
Not this year. We got 2 twos. That's why I'm kind of hoping we get Timmy in the second.
Yeah, you guys definitely need like a center to go along with Chet.
I want a young center to develop with Giddy and Shea and those guys. Yeah, it says we got the 37th and 50th pick today.
Man, if Cam Whitmore falls all the way to 17,
He can't fall too much farther, you wouldn't think.
well, I know the guy that a lot of Lakers fans wanted is Jordan Hawkins, but
Yep. He should be there.
I think if that's kind of where if you can't make a decision, like come to an agreement with Indiana or Brooklyn, you got to just go. If Jordan Hawkins is there, you got to go Jordan Hawkins.
Yep.
I think that kid's got high upside.
What's Toronto going to do?
Well, they said they need guard depth and shot blocking.
So do they go Grady here?
They could either go Grady or they could go maybe Jalen Hood, Shafino.
Why do we not have any cams on, guys?
I was eating really quick, but I can turn mine on. Indiana. Oh, Coach Cam. Indiana big for OKC. Huh. We need you back, Cam. That's what we need. What were you doing, Connor?
I was also eating as well. And cleaning up a little bit of a mess. I spilled some goldfish. Still eating the goldfish, but I probably shouldn't.
Goldfish. Snack Dutch Biles back.
Should I turn the light back on? I guess I should. It's a bad glare.
It's weird mood lighting, but I like it.
Huh?
It's weird mood lighting, but I like it.
What did you? What kind of system do you use?
Me?
Yeah.
Just a laptop.
No, I meant for your lighting.
Oh, I don't know. I meant, yeah, that's all I use.
Oh no! I
Oh,
meant
you
like,
mean for this?
yeah.
No, I just got this little glow lamp at Hobby Lobby. So whenever I'm playing like 2K and stuff in here, it'll be turn out the light. I have that. I have this like little. Let's see if you can see it. It's like a little light right there.
Dang, where he went? He went to Toronto.
Cam Whitmore?
No, Grady did.
Grady.
Maybe he knew because he got a red suit on, all glittery and stuff.
Huh.
It fits because he's going to a team with all red.
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if he knew.
He probably wanted to be a Hawk, but not everybody can just be a Hawk nowadays.
We should make a trade.
So, do we have to grade his dick now?
Huh?
Do we have to grade his dick now?
Ugh. What else?
What?
I feel like the Hawks are about to trade this pick. Unless they're getting Whitmore, but I don't know why Whitmore's dropping.
Everybody's just trying to let Whitmore go to the Lakers.
I'll be pissed if that happens.
Adam Silver's.
I got enough draft picks. I can trade back up.
Everybody's like calling Adam and like, "Hey, we want to draft Cam Whitmore." No.
No. The Hawks have I guess they don't have a ton of wings, but we have DeAndre Hunter. We have Collins for the time being. We have Jalen Johnson, who's good. I mean, I don't know. I don't really see him needing it, but they don't need a guard either or center. So they need to just trade for a starter.
By the way, Connor, I was just thinking, because of how long the first round is, we're probably not going to do the entire draft, just the first round tonight.
Well, honestly, I'm getting very fucking bored right now.
Yeah.
So I might just get off myself so I can play some video games.
What do you play?
I've just been playing some.
What do you play?
Formula One.
Hey, I have that game.
Formula One racing?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's legit. I got NASCAR too.
Is it on the Xbox?
So I have it on PlayStation.
I got PlayStation.
Well, you guys play Forza?
I love Forza.
I haven't played
especially,
Forza.
especially Forza Horizon because that's.
Did you guys see they're making a whole freaking movie about that?
No, that's Gran Turismo.
Oh no, yeah, Gran Turismo. My bad. Like, because like gamers actually got to race in real life. It was like some true story.
And
or
there's
something.
Yeah, and there's a guy who's now like an endurance race. He's not. It's not even just like he's raced. Like he's a race winner in endurance racing now, doing that. So that's what it's about. Of course, it's one of those movies where the trailer pretty much gave the entire plot of the movie.
Hey, you'll have to add me on PlayStation.
You.
Hey, let me see.
It's shooters_29.
Cool.
Yeah, I was trying. Stu, I was trying with these like LED strip lights.
Yeah.
Them
I can't
shits
remember how to
do
fucking
not
find
stick.
people.
No, man, I'm telling you, I got like this little light thing, and this is the only place I have to put it right now. But it comes with a little controller. It's pretty.
How
cool.
the hell do I add friends on here? I can't remember shit.
What, on PlayStation?
Yeah, I can't remember.
What's your
good?
tag?
What?
What's your gamer tag?
Conman Artist. One word. CONMANARTIST.
Because Connor's a con man.
So from Shams, the Mavs are active in trade marketplace to use their new $17 million exception to acquire a player.
Interesting.
What player though?
I mean, John Collins, $20 million.
Wait, OKC gave them a $17 million exception.
I guess that's just what the trade exception is. I don't know. I guess OKC didn't need it.
I thought it was just a different amount.
It says it's TPE, so I'm not sure. Trade player.
It's kind of a weird. I mean, shut up, Cat.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
New Orleans selected
Now it's
you'll be able to get Cam if you want to.
Jordan Hawkins. So we can get Cam, or we can trade if someone really wants Cam.
Wait, you want Jordan Hawkins?
Going to New Orleans.
No, Jordan Hawkins just got picked.
Oh,
Or he's about to
really?
get picked.
Yeah.
How do you
So
know?
you can get Cam.
What, did it get leaked?
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Yeah,
But
we got
now-
Shane.
But now it's But now
Y'all better not get Cam Whitmore then. I swear to God.
I guess we're either getting Cam. I saw we were projected to get that guard from Indiana,
Which one?
Jalen Hood.
Shafino? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or Ohio State.
Jalen Hood and Shafino from
I
Indiana.
believe. Oh, he's from Indiana. I thought he
But-
played at Ohio State, but isn't he like 6'6" as a guard?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess we have a lot of trade value than we normally would have. So if
Didn't you
someone
just
does
get
want
like
Cam
a-
Whitmore,
Didn't you just get a pretty tall guard and what's his name? Adrian Griffin? Or is he a forward?
he's a forward. He's awesome. AJ Griffin
Yeah.
from Duke. That dude is the man. That's probably why we're willing to trade DeAndre Hunter.
You want to trade me, Trey?
No, well, can we get Shy?
You can get Giddy. I'll give you Giddy.
For Giddy, I'll give you Capella
I
and Collins.
I'll throw in a number 1 pick too. First round.
Which
pick.
one? Any of your million that you have?
I don't know. I'll have to look and see which one. But
Man, Chris Murray, I forgot about him.
Shooter's 29. Is it the Astros? I'm guessing.
yes, it's the Astros logo.
Cool.
You're an Astros fan?
Now, Manu
I was
is
just-
a
I was just
close
wondering, like,
friend. Manu is a close friend.
I'm a Braves fan. So
You're what?
Dude, I was gonna
I'm a
ask.
Braves fan.
Yeah, I see that on your page.
Hey man,
Meanwhile,
I'm
Yeah,
a,
I got
I'm
the
an
Astros
Orioles
page
fan.
too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. That
hey, y'all are cheaters. Y'all won a World Series for cheating.
Oh, hold on. I'll show you what I got.
If only that was like actually his house,
Yeah, right.
bro. That
I just got this
Hey.
last weekend.
there you go.
is
I
that
got the
legit?
17 and the 22.
We
Yeah, see, I'm a Cardinals fan, so I can't really say anything about this year so far. Hey man, we were supposed to be in the World Series last year if we didn't slip up against Philly, but
Meanwhile, you guys are now about to crash and burn. this
no.
year.
Hey, we won 4 out of the last 5, so we're starting to get.
Yeah, and you're still what, like last in the. and
We're
you're
still
like,
last, but our
You
division
have, like
is
the
so
worst.
our division is so bad that we could still win the division.
I'll tell
That's
you
what
who,
really pisses me off, that the division sucks that bad that you can be that bad. And
We've just been
I'll tell
taking
you
the
who's
first.
not
couple-
bad.
What?
The Atlanta Braves. We hit
No.
bombs.
I don't
No
think you
pitching.
beat. I don't think if you'd actually beat any of the team, any actual like of the team
So-
competition teams.
So you
the
said you're a Cardinals fan?
Yeah, I'm a Cardinals
He's
fan.
He's a Cardinals fan. He's a Broncos fan. He's a Notre Dame fan. I have no idea how it became a.
This is Matt Holiday.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
really?
Yeah, he signed it for my boy.
Oh, cool.
I coached his kid Jackson at PBR Future Games, and so Matt
Oh,
signed the ball
shit.
for my, yeah,
Jackson
Matt,
Holiday?
Wait, do you have Jackson's signature as an Orioles fan?
no, just Matt.
That's
Dude,
cool.
Jackson's a beast.
Yeah, did you guys
Jackson
hear
Holiday.
about?
I fully expect he could be called up in September this
Hey,
year.
Jackson's little brother is going to be better than Jackson.
That's what I've heard.
Really?
I've heard Jackson. I've heard his
There-
brother.
there's
His
two-
brother's
there's
his
two
brother's
little brothers.
bigger than His brother's bigger than Jackson. Like
And there's
Jackson's
two of them.
kind of wiry a little bit. He can grow into his body, but like his brother's already like
Yeah.
much bigger in size.
Did you guys hear that? Was it David Freese was gonna get? The Cardinals voted for him to be like he's gonna be in the Cardinals Hall of Fame,
The fans voted him.
and he turned it down because of how bad the team's doing this year. He said it was an honor, but he respectfully declined.
Wait, was it because of how bad the team was doing? I thought it was.
It's
of
also
something
because
good.
I guess something happened between him and St. Louis when he left, which, if you remember, he's the only reason we won that World Series against the Rangers with his walk-off. Which is just so odd to me that you win a title for a city that he actually grew up in St. Louis, and then he doesn't want anything to do with the organization.
What are the Hawks doing?
Does it say who they're picking?
Yeah, it leaked. But
Don't tell us. 'Cause
yeah, I'm not going
Are-
to tell y'all. But it's
Are
just
you
for
happy or no?
sure. No, I wanted to trade it anyway, but no. I mean, it's okay. I mean, I hope he turns out good. But
Oh yeah, me and my guy that we run the Lakers account together. He said, hopefully we can get. He's like, I'm hoping right now. He just said right now, I hope we can get Nick Smith or Keontae George from Baylor. He said, I think we can get Whitmore if he doesn't go here.
Clearly, Whitmore is slipping because of something. Obviously,
it has to be something. It has to be something medical, kind of like that Michael Porter.
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah. But
but look how Michael Porter ended up.
yeah, that's true. He's got a ring and millions.
So
I really hope that was a pick for someone else because I just don't see how we're going to use this player. But that's okay. Unless something else happens later tonight, I just don't see it.
You guys know how many picks there are in the first round this year?
It's 30.
I know usually, but I didn't know if there was any like compensated picks or anything like that.
No, there was 2 second-round picks taken away. Apparently.
So is it actually so there's 28 in the second round
Mhm.
this year? Okay.
Why were 2 taken away?
I think the Celtics had one taken away, right?
Philly had one taken away for tampering with Harden, I think. And then someone else had one taken away. Forgot who.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't hate this pick anymore. It's okay. It's okay. It's just not where I thought we were going.
Oh. All right, I think I'm gonna get off, guys.
All right, man.
So I'll thank you for adding me back.
Yeah, I just got you.
So I'm sure I don't know what do you like to play?
2K, the show, Madden. All those.
There's Formula One's about the only sports game I play that's like EA Sports right now. So that's about it.
Atlanta went with the guard.
I might get Madden. I don't know. We'll see.
You should get the new one.
I wasn't gonna get Madden 24 because I was excited for the NCAA game, but since that doesn't seem like it's happening,
At least not for a while. Forever.
Wow, Kobe Buffkin. Wow.
I don't hate the pick. I think I was more so
Have a
mad
good
at
night, guys. It was nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you.
Stu and
Yeah,
all
you
that.
too.
Stu,
Nice to meet
real
you,
quick, what football teams do you like?
Me?
Me?
You a Falcons fan? What are you both, Stu?
I like the Giants, New York Giants.
What about for Oklahoma? But what about for NFL?
The Ravens.
Ravens.
Ravens fans.
No. Ravens. I'm from Maryland.
Broncos all the way.
Yeah, I went to New Orleans last year and watched them play the Saints, and then the year before that, I went to Baltimore when Tucker kicked the field goal to beat Minnesota in overtime.
Nice. Last game
Those
I was
are the
at.
2 games I've seen lately.
Last game I was at was the Colts comeback game, Monday night, 2021. That was a crazy game to be at. And that was at Lamar's first 2 home games.
I've been wanting to go to KC so I can see my homes too. But
Nice. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm now down in Wilmington, so I missed out because I think the Panthers game was at home last year, but obviously, like, now I'll have to – maybe I can at least go to a Panthers game because that's one of my life goals is I want to go to a game at every single stadium. So,
that'd be cool.
if I get a Sunday off, just drive all the way up there.
Connor, are there any Virginia Tech guys that are supposed to go in the draft tonight?
Basketball?
Yeah.
Not really.
What about your center? What about your center? He was really good.
Oh, Keve Aluma?
Yeah.
He wasn't on the team last year. He wasn't on the team last year. That was from 2 years ago, I think.
No, Luma was because I remember he killed Notre Dame in the ACC tournament with the rebound.
Yeah, that was in 2022, not 23.
Well, who was on the team this year? You had a really good center that the young guy. He was a freshman in 2022. I think he was a sophomore this year.
I think his last name's like Kidd. I think if that's who you're talking about, I can't remember.
Yeah, he was like 7 foot tall or something.
The last guy that I can name off the top of my head that got drafted in the first round from VT was Nikhil Alexander Walker, which is Shay's cousin, Shay Gilgeous Alexander's cousin. And I think Shay almost actually went to Virginia Tech as well, almost followed Nikhil there, if I remember correctly. So
where did Shay play college ball at?
Kentucky.
Oh, yeah, I forget about that.
Yeah,
I always forget he plays at Kentucky because I don't ever remember him at Kentucky. To be honest.
Yeah, it feels like it's because they came out in the same draft though, that was what 2018. 2018.
Yeah.
I don't hate the Kobe Buffkin. I don't hate the pick. I just hate that we actually picked instead of packaging that with
Well,
someone.
have a good
else.
night, guys, and hopefully we'll have you. I'm sure we'll have Stu on. Maybe for the Big 12. Maybe we need to have
Just
you on
for
the Big
just
12
for
preview
like
show.
we already did the Big 12.
No, but we're gonna. I thought we were gonna. Didn't we say we were gonna do another preview show like right before the seasons? We're gonna. Right before the season,
yeah.
I
might
do the
still be the
previews
same,
again.
but
They'll probably be the same. But at the
I got
very least,
Oklahoma
we'll do-
going. What I think I had Oklahoma going. What 6 or 7-5 this year?
And I thought he was about to super argue that, but I'm not sure what he's
No,
thinking.
because I don't think until Jackson Arnold gets to start, it's like I feel like it's just going to be kind of one of those,
It's going to take Venables a year or two to get his guys in there.
Here, I want your thought on the schedule for the SEC for the first year. Having you guys are playing, they're making it to where every single team plays either Texas or Oklahoma, which I think is a smart thing to do, bringing them in like that. But what are your thoughts, real quick, on that?
I think Bama's going to be a bloodbath.
What about Athens?
For you guys, you're going to be the bloodbath.
Yeah, we're gonna. That's gonna be a tough game right there. But I mean, I'm not really worried about Tennessee.
Really?
I'm worried about Tennessee.
Meanwhile, we have Tennessee going like 12-0 and winning.
No. You guys.
Well, that's this year.
Me and Lucas are very high on Tennessee this year. I think Joe Milton.
Tennessee
is going to be like
Tennessee's like this podcast, New Michigan. Like that's the team that Brian and
because this podcast was very high on Michigan 2 years ago when nobody thought they had a shot to win the Big Ten.
Y'all have Tennessee beating Georgia?
Yeah, I do this year just because
they haven't. I'm not fully believing it until it actually happens. But yeah, Lucas.
I think it beats because you guys have an unproven quarterback. I want to see what your quarterback does first because I know what Joe Milton can do. I've seen him play. But I want to see what your guys' quarterback does before I crown you guys back, 3-time SEC champs, undefeated. You won the college football playoff, if that makes sense. Because I don't think you can just plug in any quarterback at Georgia and just be like, oh, yeah, we're going to.
It depends if they have Chubb and all those guys running the ball. It's not hard.
Our running backs are good. Our defense reloaded somehow again. They're going to be great.
And you know what will end up happening next year? The Philadelphia Eagles will just draft every single player that is draft eligible from Georgia next year.
No, Philly Bulldogs.
The Philadelphia Bull Eagles.
I don't think I've ever seen an NFL team so obsessed with a college football team ever. And it's odd because they're gonna have
not to that extent, but when Ozzie Newsome was the GM for the Ravens, they
guys love
Bama
guys.
They love Bama defensive players. Terrence Cody, CJ Mosley.
CJ Mosley was a dog.
Marlon Humphrey. Trying to think of other guys.
They even went after that who was that kid? Armour Davis in 2020.
Armour Davis. Tim Williams. That's the guy. I keep forgetting. Tim Williams, the edge rusher, who is probably one of the biggest defensive busts for the Ravens, honestly.
Oh my God, I remember when he was at Alabama, weren't people talking to him up like he was like Will Anderson, like the best defensive prospect ever? I never heard.
You mean he was Will Anderson before Will Anderson?
Yes, he was Will Anderson before Will Anderson.
So did y'all do OU's SEC schedule? What do you think they would do?
No, we didn't do that.
No, well, maybe did Josh do that? Because remember, it was just Josh and Phil last week, and I think that's when they were going to talk about the schedule, right? I can't remember. Because
I don't know if they did a whole breakdown, but I think I know you guys talked about USC's Big Ten schedule and all that stuff.
Well, we did that. Yeah, we did that the week before, so we'll probably do that again. We might just do that again. Maybe not next week, but when we get closer to the season, when we'll do an SEC preview, we'll probably talk about that. And we can bring you on for that. We can bring you on for the Big 12 as well.
Oh, what we do need to do is when we get to the season, because I don't know, you guys are kind of new to this, and Cam, we'll have to add you to this too. We do a pick'ems segment every week for each game, and we have a guest picker on. So we're gonna have you guys on for like we do every game. So even like the group
Not
of
every-
5. Well, not every game.
Not-
I go through and I look up.
You need to really cut back.
No.
You need like 15
because you
to
want
20.
me to put like you want me to put Alabama versus
Yeah.
Chaminade High School in there.
No, we don't want that. But I'm saying like you had it to where there were some weeks where we had like 30 plus picks. Like that's way too much.
But there are times where like during the week there are so many good games that could go either way. I don't want to just like because also I want to give love to group of 5 schools too. Like
No, I get that, but
it's
like
part of it.
keep it to like 20. Just like other maybe how about this? Other than our personal teams, maybe have it like 15 to 20. Okay,
That's
really
hard.
about it. Plus,
That's hard because there's like 50 a week. But
well,
no, what I usually do is
I've won That's why I've won both the 2 pick-ups.
Cause Connor, you won because you don't actually think about it. You just say, "Oh, well, I got this team and this team." I'm taking this team.
I put no thought into it.
Me and Connor will sit there during the week and like ponder, sit there and like meditate
You
on
mean-
which.
I used to do that, and now I'm just like, cool. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna be like, nah. I'm just gonna feel like this, but at the same time, I'll put some thought into it, or like some analysis. But I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna.
But that's also the fun part to me is like when I have like say like we'll do, like Coastal Carolina versus James Madison, like on that like.
I want to be surprised.
People don't know. Well, we're probably going to because they play in the same conference, so we're probably going to have that on there this year. But like, most people don't know about those schools, so it's like it kind of makes you think about it a little bit.
Yeah, you can. I'm more than happy to come on for SEC or.
When we have we usually do like the guest pickers based on the game of the week. So
Yeah.
probably Georgia, Tennessee. We'll have Cam and you on to kind of just argue about why Tennessee is going to beat Georgia or why Georgia's going to blow out Tennessee.
I was at the game this past year in Athens.
Nice.
It was awesome. But
And then for the Oklahoma-Texas game, we'll have to have Brian on because I know that you guys can't stand those pesky Longhorns.
Last year was brutal. I turned it off.
Meanwhile, I think we had Texas win the Big 12, right?
No, we didn't. I didn't. I had Kansas State. I picked the winner.
All right, you're still back in Kansas State.
I had Kansas State and TCU in the Big 12 title last year.
Lakers are on the clock.
Oh, they are?
Lakers.
Hey, Cam's still available.
Cam Whitmore still available.
I hate to break up the college football talk on the NBA podcast, but I had to let you know that you're
Really? No, it's NBA on the college football podcast.
You know, that's a very true point. I'm very sorry.
No, Cam, they said Tennessee's going to beat Georgia, and I was just like, we'll see.
I'm happy.
Jay said that. I didn't say that.
I'm happy.
No, not me. I'm saying
I didn't
Ryan and
say-
Lucas have them going 12-0. Tennessee going 12-0.
I'm happy that we get you guys later in the season for us because we'll be more in the element of whatever we're.
What do you
gonna be
mean,
by the
Cam?
time
They're the one that needs more time to gel together with a new quarterback.
I so go against that thought process.
Well, it's like Notre Dame. Notre Dame gets Ohio State. Ohio State's breaking in a new quarterback. We're their first true test. So to me, I like that rather than wait till. I'd rather be in Notre Dame spot than Michigan, where I gotta play Ohio State at the end of the year, and this 5-star freshman's gonna have a whole season under his
I mean,
belt.
we could get them game 1, but I knew we weren't going to get them week 1. So might as well get them in the back half of the season and let us get our feet underneath.
I'll also say Georgia's defense is, it's great. It's been great like the past few years, of course, but the first part of the season is a different animal. Everybody's trying to get theirs. Everybody's lying to the football. And then towards the back end, even in the SEC championship or something like that, you'll see them really start to get thrown on. And I think people are just actually tired.
And I think that's what we could take advantage of with Milton and the guys.
I agree.
Coming in. But
Really?
I don't know. I think it's going to be a good game. I'm not going to say that Tennessee's going to beat Georgia, and that's coming from a Tennessee fan, but I think it'll be a fun game. I think it'll be a fun game. And
I think it'll be a
Nealon
I'm gonna
is
go,
gonna
guys.
be-
It's been nice talking with you.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
Sure we'll
John.
talk more later, man.
See you, Connor.
What if and when Tennessee beats Georgia this year?
Don't end the broadcast. I almost hit the
No,
wrong
I'm not.
thing there.
No.
Don't you end
No,
that.
I was about to end it accidentally.
Oh no!
If
Hit
and
the wrong
when
thing there.
Yeah.
If and when Tennessee beats Georgia this year,
Sure.
you know, do you think that they're gonna have to start another GoFundMe for another goalpost?
Oh yeah. I think yeah. Neyland's gonna be rocking for that game. And you know it's gonna be a night game.
Yeah.
They're gonna make dang sure that's gonna be a night game, and Neyland is gonna be otherworldly.
That'll probably be game day, I'd imagine.
If it breaks right, sure. I would imagine it would be. If we get through Bama, I think it'll be.
They're gonna play at Bama?
Well,
Yeah, we gotta go to Bama.
Cam could go to Miami. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. Really quick, Brian, I want to play this for you because we play this all the time because we here on the Week Zero podcast, we make fun of Texas any chance we get. So you'll love this.
Texas is back, folks. Not this time. You're wrong.
We're back.
No, we got you.
When Texas wins tonight
No way.
against the mighty SEC,
No way.
Texas is back.
This one was invented by a writer.
That is great.
I remember watching this show.
Stone Cold comes to a bunch of OU games. Him and JR.
Nice.
Oh, really?
That's awesome.
So you need to put like Stone Cold Stun and Undertaker or something.
Yeah, he what was it? That was actually made by the Arkansas Razorback social media team when they played Texas and they beat them.
Amazing.
Got my hog stuff too.
Oh yeah, Arkansas is their social media team is goated.
I lived in Fayetteville for 3 years.
Oh really?
Hey Cam, what do you think about that Kobe Buffkin pick? The Hawks.
I like it. I'm a little like, I don't know. It's weird to me that you guys would go guard again, seeing that you're so heavy with Trey and DeJounte. Like, I like Kobe. I don't know if you needed a backup point guard right there.
I know we probably didn't need it right there, but I think the thought process is without those two guys, like if DeJounte gets in foul trouble, he's very active on defense.
Yeah.
We don't really have anyone to run the point because Bogey Bogdanovich is a shooting guard, or forward, or small forward. Then
all right, so
AJ Griffin,
the picks in.
All those guys, Jalen Johnson.
Yeah,
please be Cam Whitmore.
You may be happy, and you may not be happy. I saw who it was, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
What? Why wouldn't you take Cam Whitmore?
Something had to happen with his medicals.
Who'd you guys take?
Jalen Hood-Schifino. I don't know too much about this kid.
Okay.
He was supposed to go higher.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I know he was projected to Atlanta in a few drafts.
What if Cam goes to Golden State?
No.
I saw something where there were some murmurs about because Draymond opted out of his player option, so there's a big hole of money essentially for Warriors to use, and they're talking about maybe bringing in Chris Middleton.
Yeah,
we were rumored for him too.
I think a lot of people are going to be rumored for Middleton.
I mean, he's kind of a plug and play player.
How do you?
I want Draymond myself.
You want Dre?
Dre's good for a lot of those young locker rooms, man. I would love to have Dre in Houston.
We had Perkins when Russ was young. Like, I want somebody like that.
Yeah.
Some mean guy to protect Shea and Giddey and all those guys.
You want him for $25 million a year?
Maybe, I know that's what he wants.
And I mean, he could punch Shai anytime, or Shai. He could punch him at any time.
No, Shea, he won't punch. You can punch Jordan Poole on the Golden State team. There's a couple guys you can't punch.
Or
when the Lakers draft a guy that shoots 25% from three. What the fuck?
He's probably a great character guy.
God. I really hope this is just the trade.
Listen, it's a LeBron team. He's going to get traded for.
Yeah. No, I'm really hoping this because technically we can't make a trade with Indiana.
Yeah.
Because that trade would have to involve Malik Beasley for Buddy Hield. We can't make that trade till July 1st.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming if this is a trade for Indiana, this is probably who Indiana wants. So
I tell you who a Lakers great fit would be, and we talked about him a little bit earlier, would be Zach LaVine. Someone who just goes out there at the guard and scores.
I'll just play Reeves more.
Reeves is a stud. I love Reeves.
You know where he's from.
He's
right?
from Oklahoma. Yeah, I know he went to Wichita State. The funny thing is, because where he's from, Newark, Arkansas, they had no stoplights and they had one stop sign throughout the entire town. In his honor, they added one of those blinking stoplights, like that you come into the town and stop. You got to stop and go. He added that just for Austin Reeves.
Nice.
That's awesome.
But no, how do you guys feel about Rich Fino? Because I don't know too much about him. I know he's tall. I think he's 6'6" as a guard, but
Yeah, he's like 6'4", I think.
I don't really know if he's the kind of guard that we need. I know they said he's a really good defensive guard, but his offense lacks.
Again, if he's a Buddy Hield piece, that pick makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Which, historically speaking, in the latter half of one team, this makes sense that the rookie that gets drafted this high is a trade piece.
It just doesn't make sense because, I never really thought the Lakers would take anybody with this pick.
I missed a few, so I really like Derek Lively to Dallas a lot.
So he was rumored to come to us.
I think Orlando's going to get beat up for Anthony Black and Jett Howard, especially for Jett going that early. But I understand why they made that, and they just got two more 6'8" guys, right? Like that's what they're building, so that makes a lot of sense. Grady to Toronto makes a lot of sense. Grady's going to get a ton of run out there. He's going to be able to shoot. And then Keontae to Utah makes a lot of sense too. I like that pickup for Utah.
So a lot of people, it's funny. A lot of people are on the Lakers stuff is not happy about this pick. People are saying Lakers draft a guard that can't shoot, just what the Lakers need. Some people said that somebody said Rob Pelinka is back on terrorist watch.
We're talking about Cam right now.
They're talking about Cam.
Said the workouts haven't been as strong as they wanted.
Yeah, well, Charlotte also said that about Brandon Miller and then took him second.
So just because his workouts weren't as strong, he's falling this far? That's kind of odd. I mean,
I would trade up and get him right now.
I mean, guys don't in the NFL at least. Some guys just aren't good at camps. I don't know. That's why I never understood with NBA, NFL, or any professional league. It's for me personally, I value more what you do on the court or the field over what you do in testing numbers. It's like the whole CJ Stroud argument all over again.
Yeah.
He's just sitting there. He looks pissed just sitting there.
Do you think Miami takes Smith from Arkansas here, the point guard?
They could.
To cover up who they may or may not lose in the free agency block.
Maybe.
Which hey Ryan, you'll be happy to know that as of today, Buddy Hield followed LeBron James on Instagram. So
wait, for real?
Yeah, for real.
Just today?
Yeah.
Hey, that must be.
Look at us,
man. I'm doing the dirty work for you, buddy. I'm getting in the trenches to make you feel better.
He must know something. He's going to the Lakers then.
You know what I mean? And then there was one other just absolutely random thing. Oh, Bruce Brown put Boston in his IG story today. He tagged his location in Boston.
Oh wow.
Oh cool.
So
he must be going to Boston then.
Yeah.
Smoke screen for the Lakers.
I gotta be honest with you though, if I was a player in the free agency, I'd probably do stuff like that too. I'd probably just wake up and be like, what location do I want to put on today?
They'll pull that what was it, that Jaden Rashada bullshit or no, the receiver that went to Colorado where he was committed to Miami.
I
And he
knew
tagged
this
that-
was gonna happen.
and he,
Yeah.
you remember that where he tagged because Miami fans were worried that he was gonna, decommit, go to Colorado. He put out a post saying like, "You guys need to chill. I'm not going anywhere." Tagged his location in Miami.
Nice.
At the same time, a reporter from Colorado took a picture of a kid. It was like blurry that looked like him on a Colorado official visit. And he's like, "Man, I didn't go to Colorado."
It's crazy
Mr.
what people
Colorado.
do, man.
I kind of like
knew
that
this
pick
was
by
gonna happen.
Miami.
I love this pick for Miami. He fits them so well.
Who did they
I
get?
like it.
It's
Oh, Jamie Jaquez.
close.
I like that pick.
Yeah, I do too. I think Hawkes does a lot of stuff for them offensively and defensively that they're going to want.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's a big one. I knew that was going to happen too. Not I knew that was going to happen. I just think.
What's Golden State gonna do?
Well, they need a shooting guard, right?
I think that position's pretty safe.
Or not shooting guard, but
I could see the
Oh.
Hawks trade back in to the first round.
I don't know. Do they take
Wait, we have a Heat account? What?
Yeah.
does Golden State take that kid from France? Do they take a flyer on Whitmore here?
I think they go Whitmore.
You got to figure the value for Whitmore just continues to rise.
That's what I'm thinking. It wouldn't
But
surprise
then,
me.
but then does the trade value of each pick also continue to rise? The longer he sits there?
I would.
That's what I think somebody's about to pick it up again.
Hey, I love your that Wizards post. The guy that they traded up to get, he's got 5 points a game.
That's
He's
tough.
been in the group chat. That's hilarious.
That's
Yeah.
a tough pick.
Well, they didn't read the rest of his international lines where he was averaging 18 and 25 and 17 and
I just saw that and I was like, that's pretty bad.
yeah. No, buddy, Bilal was dropping buckets overseas. I like Jaime here for Miami. He makes a lot of sense.
I do not like this pick at all. I mean,
Who would you have wanted them to take?
who, me?
Yeah.
I would rather have Cam or take Keontae George.
Well,
At least
Keontae was
George-
off the board.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Let me see. Because I really wanted Jordan Hawkins. That was my main guy.
Mm.
So I really don't know who else really was on the board that they wanted. I think Whitmore probably was just the pick that I thought they should have went.
Hmm.
I mean, even if his camp numbers weren't good enough, I mean, a guy doesn't just get rated the top 3 talent in the draft class, and you don't just not take him if he's there. Especially if you weren't expecting to get a guy like that to begin with. I mean, shit, I would rather have Chris Murray than JHS right now.
I like Chris Murray a lot. I'm a big fan of the Murray brothers. I like both of them a lot. I wonder if somebody
He's,
reaches for that Leonard Miller kid, the Canadian product. He's like a 6'11" small forward / like shooting guard.
Ooh.
Also,
he
wouldn't
doesn't
mind,
turn 19 until November. Good night.
I also wouldn't mind getting Bryce Sensabaugh at some point in this draft.
Yeah.
I hope he falls because I know that there were some people that said he might fall to the second.
Some people are saying in the Hawk circles that the Kobe Buffkin pick was either A, insurance if we can't re-sign DeJounte because of salary cap reasons next year, or B, picked him because they're going to trade him later this offseason. Which I don't want to happen, but if it does happen, I guess we'll just trade him to the Lakers.
So I was going to ask, if you were to draft a player, but say you can't trade until the July 1st deadline, or not the deadline, but when the new season starts, technically, can you agree on that trade to the terms of the trade now, and just like not make it official till that July 1st date? Or do you have to wait until July 1st to even have those discussions?
Oh, I'm not sure. I wonder if that's like a handshake type thing. But then, like, if it falls through and you're stuck with the player you didn't want to draft, like, that's on you. You know what I mean?
Mm.
I don't know if that's the type of.
Yeah. I don't know how the Warriors. So I'm guessing with the Chris Paul move, they logistically can't re-sign Draymond. So, they said they wanted them back. So I'm guessing that just means Draymond's gone. So, Cam, who do you want with this one?
That's a really good question. I would like us to probably end up going after hang on, let me get there.
Golden State got another guard. Jesus Christ. Man.
Who'd they take? Podzimski?
Brendan Podzimski, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll go. I honestly think we might go.
Do you go center here? Maybe like a
We
backup?
might go center or point guard here.
Really? With
Well,
Jalen
wait, no,
Green?
sorry. We just got Amin. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I apologize. I kind of like center here. I don't know, maybe Clowney from Alabama.
I was about to
Just
say, I
going
think
for
Clowney's your best bet, right?
Yeah, I like Clowney from Bama. Or if we're just going to continue drafting dudes that are 6'8", 6'9", that can just play a bunch of different positions, then go, that kid from France, the shooting guard, 6'8". Leonard Miller, the Canadian kid's there. He's 6'10". He's like a small forward.
That's a tall ass guard. I didn't realize that Podzimski's kid was 6'5". Okay.
Yeah, he's got some size on him.
And he's shot 44% from three.
Yeah.
So
that's how you make it to the NBA from Santa Clara.
well, what's crazy? Like, it's like Golden State has enough guards. They already got rid of Poole. They added Paul.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if anything, I thought they needed a center because they have no rim protection whatsoever. And if they lose Green, they definitely don't have anyone.
You can go Drew Timmy.
Do they even have a second-round pick? The Warriors?
I guess they just traded away, didn't they?
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't get that move by them unless this is like a trade piece in a future trade.
All right, Rockets.
Don't fuck it up.
Well, I don't know about that. No promises.
You did pretty good on your first one, at least.
Yeah, we nailed that one. I mean, that one was easy because that's one of those just let the board come to you and then you just take the guy at the top. Because it was either going to be Brandon Miller, Scoot, or Thompson. And you just, okay, whichever one of those guys is there.
Who would you want? Do you want a big? Right here?
We need a little bit, yeah. I'm not totally convinced with Garuba as our backup center. Behind
Whatever happened with Garuba? Because I thought you got wasn't he a top 3 pick too? Top 5?
He was a lottery. He wasn't a top pick.
Okay.
I think he was in the teens.
Because I remember a lot of people talking about him. I remember when I was watching the Olympics from a couple years ago.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype around Garuba. He just never developed, or what?
Well, I mean, it's only been a couple years, and he's 21. So, but to this point,
Is this dude's dad?
Way. Yeah.
He's a goofy dude. He's so goofy.
I'm getting the same pictures of like when Dante DiVincenzo sat there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's almost the same thing.
He looks like I was gonna say when he got drafted, he looks a lot like Dante DiVincenzo.
Yeah.
Maybe that's their Dante DiVincenzo replacement.
Yeah, maybe. If I was Dante, I'd just sign whatever contract they gave me and go back. I think backup center would probably be what we're looking for. I still think we make a trade at some point. I still think we package Tate and like Kenyon Martin Jr. for somebody or something, whatever it may be. I don't know what the going rate for them is, but
Was Jayshawn Tate your draft pick?
Tate was there. Tate's been in Houston he's 27, so he's been in Houston for a while.
Dang, he's 27.
Whatever happened with it? Like he just never kind of found his.
I just think he's not the direction that the Rockets are trying to go for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's a good back. Like he's a solid role player, and he always has been. He's been a very solid role player with a high upside on defense. That's what he is.
Uh-oh.
But with all the forwards and stuff,
Yeah.
Hold on. He don't want to know.
Oh, did you see it already?
No, I haven't seen anything.
I've seen it. He don't want to know that.
Yeah. I'm not looking. I don't want to know nothing.
I was trying to save you there, Cam.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say he tweeted something. I wasn't gonna say what he said.
Oh, who tweeted it?
Woj.
And Shams already did too. But
Oh, Shane, I didn't see Shams.
Whatever
Oh, there it is.
happens. I think to this point, I don't think Rafa's done a lot wrong. So I just kind of trust and let them.
Okay.
Whatever they're going to do, I let them figure it out.
Cam.
his draft picks have been
Cam?
pretty good.
Because I just
he's been
looked.
good so far.
I'm just gonna say this: you may or may not like this draft pick.
It's a way to split the difference there.
That's literally like that
Really?
Falcons reporter reporting that the Hawks are going to sit still, trade down, or trade up. I was like, what the hell is that?
God, that was the best tweet of the week.
It was like, this we can guarantee you. I was like, I hate this organization.
Oh man, that is hilarious.
You know, he sent that tweet with so much pride behind it when he was like, "This is a fantastic piece of information."
He's like, I got some leaked inside news.
Yeah, guys, you're never gonna believe this.
And guess what, guys? For the 5th year in a row, John Collins is available, and he will retire a Hawk.
Yes, he will.
He will have a statue this big.
Or
somebody.
you know what? Why don't you just send him over to Shanghai?
Yeah.
Listen, we can't have him in Shanghai. He has too many highlight reel dunks. We need him over here. Just not on my team.
I told you I traded Puka for him.
Hey man, but I heard those John Collins
Not a
dunks,
bad
like
deal.
those highlights, are blocked in China. So I mean,
Yeah, we probably can't even trade him to Shanghai.
just send him over there for some cookies.
We can't find a trade partner for him. We've tried.
We tried.
We tried everything.
Have you tried sending him down to your G League team?
Dang. Designate him for assignment.
The murder he would
Get off
do to the College Park Skyhawks would be wild.
Yeah.
It would be wild. He would dunk over everybody.
I mean, he's getting a 40-piece immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's throwing oops to himself at that point.
Did you
Then
see the
he-
pick, Cam?
No, I haven't seen anything yet.
It's live on TV.
There we go.
Okay.
Cam Whitmore.
I know. I'm on ESPN3, so I'm always going to be behind everybody. So it just is what it is.
How do you feel about getting two
I
of the
haven't
top
seen it.
3 guys?
I haven't seen anything yet.
He's
Wait for it. I'm on ESPN3, so I'm lagging behind anybody that's on the
You're
TV.
good.
Select. Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
You
great.
get 2 of the top 3 prospects in the draft.
Yeah, that's.
I was gonna say you got it.
amazing value.
Cam McCann. There you go.
Yeah, man, he's gonna be my favorite player.
He's big, dude.
He's
He's
just
6'7",
because his
230.
name is Cam, he's going to be a Hall of Famer for the Rockets.
Absolutely.
I'm so surprised he fell this far, but this is amazing value for the Rockets.
This is
awesome.
This is one of those where you look at the board and you're just like, "There's no way this is real."
Well, I don't think he gets past Brooklyn because they got back-to-back picks.
Yeah.
So if you didn't take him, Brooklyn would have took him. They would have took a flyer on back-to-back picks.
Had to.
I mean, that's insane that you guys get him that low. If him and Thompson end up, being all-star caliber players, people are going to kick themselves in the ass for letting Whitmore fall.
And I'm okay with that.
Now what are y'all going to do in free agency?
So now I'm
Here's
guessing
what-
this means KPJ's gone, right?
Not
forward?
necessarily.
You're going to go get Harden again?
Here's what I want. First off, how dare you? I want us to sign. I want us to nail the draft, which I feel like so far we've done. I feel
Yeah,
like
you
most
did
people
good.
would say we've done it right. Nail the draft, sign Brooke Lopez, and sign Dylan Brooks, and then do nothing.
Oh, we
for the
talked
rest of
about
the year.
Brooks before. Yeah.
I would love to sign Dylan Brooks.
I wouldn't mind having him in OKC neither.
Yeah, because he gives us we just don't have that elite defender yet. We don't really have defense yet, so
I mean,
we
we
need
got
to add him.
Wood, so I mean,
Yeah, like you guys have a stud defender you can go to. We don't really have that yet. So I love what he does. He's going to be cheap. He doesn't demand the ball offensively, so the action doesn't have to go through him or to him, really. He can catch and shoot when he needs to, and he can defend whoever we need to put him out on the perimeter anyway. So, and then Brooke Lopez would just be a stud backup and a vet guy in the locker room, somebody to help Şengün out. I think he would be a perfect sign.
that's why I kind of want Draymond. We put Draymond with Lou Dort.
Mm-hmm.
And then have Chet with Shea and Giddey.
Wow.
Yeah.
People are calling JHS the next Russell Westbrook.
There you go. Took 5 minutes of being pissed at the trade, and now we're turning him into Westbrook.
There you go.
This pick sucks, actually. Let's slow down and talk about this.
No, they literally said, somebody said, this is literally on like Lakers Twitter. Somebody said, I just checked his highlights on the tube. The dude has Westbrookian tendencies with his decision making.
West with his decision making, that's not positive.
Below average off ball defender, average outside shooter, below average athleticism, very much a work in progress. Raw as hell, don't really get to pick. Nothing against him, but we need plug and play players, not projects. Oh, they are gonna eat this kid alive. People, because like the Lakers, Los Angeles Lakers official Twitter said follow the newest Laker, and every comment on it was just no thanks.
That's tough.
Look, dude.
God, I cannot believe we got Cam Whitmore at 20.
Surprised you didn't put on a party hat, Cam.
I don't have one. Sorry.
They
A Braves hat.
I
We
mean,
can do that.
I like what the Rockets are doing over there.
Yeah, man. I think if we, I think that gives us Amen. If we go with Amen Thompson at point, Jalen Green, Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith, Şengün at center. I mean, I'll watch that.
Hey, look at what I just sent in the group chat. What do y'all think of that?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think that's too bad
No, not at all.
for a young group.
Certainly. Yeah, I don't think so either, man. I think. Do you think you guys are done in free agency after the draft, or do you think you guys do anything?
There's rumors about Middleton, so I don't know. I just think it costs too much for what we're trying to do.
Yeah. If you had to put $1 on it one way or the other, would you say you guys don't go after him, or you do?
I don't think we will.
Yeah.
I think Presti likes to build through the drafts.
Yeah.
He's like Jerry Jones.
And I cannot believe we got Jalen Shavito, man. I'm gonna be pissed about this pick until I get the alert from Woj that we're trading Jalen Hochefino for Buddy Hield. I feel like this is just going to eat me alive, man. This is the NBA offseason.
Never let bro cook again.
You know, LeBron's not going to be too happy about that move for sure.
He was in the room when they made it.
No, man.
He was on a conference call.
Was it
You damn
last
sure
year?
they
He's
called
like-
LeBron before they made that.
He said F them picks. That's what he's. I'm trying to win now. Who the fuck cares about a pick in 2027 or 2030?
I remember the Heat were trying to get LeBron to stay with their draft pick, and they're like, I know who to draft to get him to stay with the Heat. Shabazz Napier. And then he went straight to Cleveland. Like within the week.
Yeah, what if they like the Lakers don't end up trading him and they're like, yeah, we're keeping JHS. LeBron's like, all right, just trade me. Let me go join my boy Kyrie in Dallas.
Yeah. I mean, they're at a weird point where you got to make him happy, but you also know he's not staying with you, so you got to draft for when he's not there.
But the thing is you're also looking at it like if you don't have LeBron, you don't need Anthony Davis. So you're going to trade him. And you'll get some back for AD, I guess.
I don't know if we'll get a haul. Like,
I think Bronny stays one more, or LeBron will stay one more year.
yeah, he's got one more year on his contract, and then he's got a player option.
Well, I'm just saying, however long it takes Bronny at SC.
Yeah, my thing is like I don't know. I'm kind of on the train where when LeBron either retires or leaves, you trade AD because I don't think Anthony Davis has proven on a consistent basis that he's a 1A player that you can build around. I think he's a 1B player. So I think that you trade AD, see if you can get a superstar in return back, a young one, maybe some draft capital, and then go from there. I think we need to build around Austin Reeves, Rui, and then whatever superstar you get back in an AD trade. Which with AD's injury history, though, it kind of scares me because I don't know if teams are going to be like. So because by the time if we decide to trade AD next summer, he'll be 31, almost 32, and he's a center. So I don't know if people would want to give up a whole much for him.
I'm interested to see how the Celtics do with Porzingis.
Yeah, that smart trade surprised me.
Yeah. I wanted Boston to come on tonight and talk about it.
Well, my thing is whatever Kobe White did in the playoffs. I know he had the buzzer beater in Miami in game 6? It's first game 7. They must have valued him slightly higher than Marcus Smart at some time during the season. That probably changed. So they sent Marcus Smart, but now with Porzingis, you got someone who spreads the floor for the wings or gives you a post-up option, which they really haven't had in Al Horford or Rob Williams. Because Rob just kind of rolls to the rim and catches lobs. But
yeah, Smart's another guy I wouldn't mind having in OKC, but it's one of those guys I wouldn't mind having, but he's not a need.
Yeah. Marcus Smart is just so built for what the Grizzlies are and what they embody. He's just so built for that. It's perfect. That's
I
a
want
perfect marriage.
Steven Adams back.
if you think about it, it's an upgrade over Dylan Brooks. That's what it
For
is,
sure.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
It's
an
replacing
upgraded Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, it's replacing Dylan Brooks, and it's bringing in a guy that the town is going to love like they loved Zebo.
He reminds me of Tony Allen.
Yeah, and Tony Allen and those guys. The town will
Yep.
fall in love with Smart.
And I mean, he's going to be their starting point guard for the first 25 games.
Yeah.
Sure.
And
Then
they'll
he'll be
probably
their
bump
starting
over
two
to
guard.
2.
Yeah.
I hated him in college because he went to Oklahoma State, but
Hmm.
I don't mind having him there.
I'll tell you what, he's gotten the most NBA career out of his talent, though. Like, coming out, I thought, he's athletic,
Mhm.
can't shoot that well. But, man, I mean, he's still going. Won a depoy. Still getting it.
Talking about, Depoy. Anthony Davis should have won that award. You see how he was the most dominant defensive player in the NBA this year when he was healthy.
Who won it this year? Jaren Jackson?
Yeah, and we saw what happened when Jaren Jackson and Anthony Davis went head to head. It was, you could tell.
Yeah, but it's not a postseason award.
No, I know, but I think Jaren Jackson only played because Jaren Jackson was injured too. Because like the big argument was, well, JJJ played more games than Anthony Davis. Well, I think Jaren Jackson only played 8 more games than Anthony Davis this past year, which is kind of odd. But I mean, I think Anthony Davis almost broke a record for the most stocks in an NBA postseason, which is like combined steals, blocks in one NBA postseason. I'm just kind of surprised he wasn't able to play like that against Jokic.
Jokic is a different animal, dude.
Well, it's cool because like I remember when they played against each other in 2020, and Anthony Davis like ate Jokic for breakfast, and it's like Jokic is almost like a completely different player than just a few years ago.
100%.
But also, I guess Anthony Davis was also younger then too, and didn't have the injury history he has now. But either way, it was kind of like the opposite that happened in this year's series.
Yeah. And, I mean, I know we've been giving the Suns a hard time saying that they probably won't be healthy, but the Suns did take Denver to, 6 games?
Yeah.
So,
and a lot of Suns fans still to this day bitch and complain that if they had Chris Paul, they would have won that series. But
now, if they had Bradley Beal, maybe.
But no, man. According to Suns fans, they're all good. Cam Payne is the truth. He's better than CP3 anyway.
There's a fact about Cam Payne, and that is currently he is the point guard for the Suns. That's the only fact that can.
You know what the other fact is? He used to play in China. At one point, he was out of the NBA altogether.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. They'll probably give John Wall a vet minimum. They'll find guys who they can try to convince that this is a championship team. Come by and a Morris brother might make his way over there.
How many roster spots do they have? So they have, I can't remember who they all have coming back. I know they got, what's his name in that deal with Washington? Or Roby. They got Roby back. So I don't know. He's probably going to make the roster just because there's no one else to make it. I mean, I don't really know who the Suns have draft pick wise. I think they got a Kogi coming back, who's maybe still on the roster. You got Cam Payne, so that's 8, and you got 15 to fill out. So, do they have enough room between the second tax apron and where they are at now to sign 7 more vet minimums, which have to are between $1 and $3 million, depending on the veteran?
Yeah. I mean, I'm picturing a John Wall. I don't know. Is Rondo retired?
Played on every dang team almost.
Is there a Morris brother out there that's not on the team?
Probably.
The one that didn't get hit by Jokic, preferably for them, probably. I don't know. There's somebody out there that wants to win a ring, I'm sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
They can contact Haslam. Maybe.
I always thought that the Suns would have done really good with guys like Cam Johnson and Mikal Bridges, but what do I know?
Mikal Bridges is a hooper.
Yeah, you gonna do.
Did you see the trade that they rejected for him?
No.
Apparently, Portland was talking about they were wanting him and Dorian Finney-Smith for like the 3rd pick and like a future pick from him, but they said they're not going to trade Mikal Bridges for that. And I was like, wow. I'll tell you who kind of surprised me this year was I thought he wouldn't be as good as he was. Is Jalen Brunson. I don't know if it's because he got more shots with the Knicks, but he really proved it to me. I thought the contract was terrible.
Yeah.
I didn't see that from Dallas.
No. So Nets go Clowney and Whitehead back to back.
Yep.
I like it.
I like the Clowney pick too.
Yeah.
Really like the Clowney pick.
I think the pick I like the most is the kid that's going to Miami. That just fits.
Jaime, for sure.
That's just a fit.
For sure it does. I'll try and do a Rockets write-up for the website tonight.
Yeah, I saw your tweet now. Stupid value at 20.
Yeah, bro, that's dumb. That's
I mean, that's pretty. That's true.
That might be the title of my article.
Who are you doing the write-up for?
Sidelines.
Oh, nice.
For the website.
Riley, come here.
Gotcha.
Huh? Oh, you were talking to me.
Sit next to me. Come
I'm
here.
trying to get into writing a little bit more, and
I told him you went to a football camp today. You want to tell him about it? All right. All right. Go get something to eat.
go get some pizza rolls.
See what you're gonna grab. So much sugar, probably.
Yeah, for sure. Donuts.
Yeah, we got a bunch of those powdered donuts.
Oh yeah, he's definitely coming back.
Oh,
He grabbed Cheez-Its.
Okay,
Oh.
Cheez-Its are solid.
He put them back.
Dang, it's just toying with you now.
You could have brought those to me. I'm kidding.
I'm interested to see who picks Amani Bates.
I am Amani is the most interesting person in this draft to me.
Because, I mean, you could hit on a dog, but he'd have to go to the right place, I guess.
Yeah. The question is,
come sit by me.
Will he flame out sort of like he has in college at a couple of different places? Not statistically, but otherwise. Or will somebody draft him that gets him far enough away from his dad that he can finally settle into a routine and be a professional basketball player?
I agree.
In which case, a team is going to get a steal because Amani is crazy good.
Where's his dad? Where's his dad located? Is it in
I think
California?
they're still out of Memphis, right?
Memphis? I wasn't
No. Where's Amani from? He's from California, right?
Yeah, I thought he was.
Not Memphis. What am I saying? Don't listen.
He likes the Hawks and the Braves. He likes the Hawks and the Braves, and he likes.
He was born in Michigan. I don't know. Oh,
I wonder where he get. I mean, I'm thinking like someone like a Denver reaches with one of their new second round picks.
yeah. I think if he's definitely going to be a second rounder.
Yeah, I agree.
He's just fallen so far down the board. Golly, he's fallen down.
But I'm thinking he goes above whatever his best available draft board is.
I think so too.
Like mid second round, someone's going to say, "Okay, we're going to take a trade."
I mean, they've got him. ESPN has him listed as the 27th best available person.
Who?
Imani Bates.
Oh, really?
But I
Wasn't
think
he
he
like
goes-
a for sure first round like lottery pick just like a few years ago.
Yeah, when he came out of high school, that's what they thought he was going to be. He'll go higher than that. Somebody will take a flyer on him. He's too talented.
I like the pick for Portland, Chris Murray. I like that pick a lot.
Yeah, Murray's good.
You gotta keep Dame happy.
I also didn't realize Keegan Murray is his brother.
Yeah.
I never actually put that two and two together.
So they got Scoot and Murray. I like it.
Do you think Dame likes it?
I don't care what Dame
I don't know if Dame likes Dame at this point.
Seriously.
I don't know if Dame knows what Dame wants.
He just wants to grind.
That's it.
That's all
baby.
he wants. Just
Nah,
to
man.
grind.
All he
Dame
wants to
Dollar
do
wants
is
to just
grind
rap.
and let everybody know that he's grinding.
And he wants to sit there and then complain about he doesn't have help.
Yeah.
I think he should have went to Miami.
I just think it's funny because, like, was it a couple weeks ago, Dame was joking on IG Live about going to the Lakers.
Yeah.
He's like, what does everybody want me to say? I'm going to go to the Lakers. I'm going to go to the Heat.
He
I think I'm
is
very. Yeah.
I was gonna say he's so good at staying relevant in the off season, but never doing. This is gonna be a very obscure reference, but I'm a wrestling fan, so he is exactly what CM Punk did after he retired. Every 7 months, he talked about how he should come back, and then he just never did. And
I
then
didn't know you
every
like
7
wrestling too.
was that?
I didn't know you like wrestling.
Yeah, man.
Big wrestling guy right here.
Nice.
I used to be.
Who's your favorite wrestler?
God, all time or right now?
AEW right now.
AEW? Oh, I don't watch AEW. Yeah.
Well, you know they got Adam Cole over there. I like Adam Cole. He used to be WWE.
Oh, I know everybody that's over there. I just don't. Yeah. I
Who's
just
your
don't
favorite
watch
wrestler? In WWE. He said Brock Lesnar.
it. Great call.
That's a great one. Great
Oh, we
call.
went to WrestleMania, the 2-night deal at Cowboy Stadium.
Oh, you did? How was that?
Did you have fun? And then we went to Money in the Bank in San Antonio in
Nice.
February.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the kid from his school.
Nice.
Money in the Bank was
That's
kind of
pretty
cool.
sick.
It was different.
Yeah. Yeah, they're setting up for that now, right?
Yeah, I got
Andrew.
the Sideline Wrestling account too. So
Oh, word. I didn't even know we had one.
yeah, I started that one. So,
Oh, shoot.
I
so
used
if you ever
like
want to get
it.
on there, I'll shoot you the password and you can help me run it.
Facts.
Kind of like the Texans account.
Did you guys ever
I'm on
figure
too
out
many
who
accounts,
runs?
man.
It's like Stu. I know you're a Georgia Bulldogs fan. Did you ever try getting into the Bulldogs account for the SSN?
No, I never tried it. I figured someone was already running it, but I
The
didn't.
dude runs it, but like he's
not active that much. Like he's
Yeah.
active, but not a ton. Like it should be.
I just think it's hilarious. Like I've had so many because we did our conference predictions for college football, and a lot of the accounts that some of those guys get salty, man.
Oh yeah.
Some of
The Bama guy is kind of rough.
the Texas A&M guy.
Oh,
I
he
said they
saw
were going to
me.
go 5-7, and he lost his. Texas A&M fans like jumped all over me. Like I had freaking. It's our most viewed tweet.
My thing
we
is,
had almost
they always
10,000
get
views
great.
on it.
They always get great recruiting classes and can't do nothing with it.
I mean, they lost 30 players to the portal and expect to go
so
9-3. Oliver Maxon.
Ooh,
Prosper.
My brother got in. I don't know who the guy is that runs the Tennessee account. I was looking at Tennessee when I first got in with SSN, but somebody already had it. I don't know who owns it. Huh?
Oh, he's from Marquette. He's from Quebec,
I
Canada.
think this guy's going to Dallas with Holmes.
Oh, is there a trade?
Yeah, I think he's going to Dallas. See,
Yeah, they're trading him to Dallas.
Oh. Marquette. Let's see. Yeah, I was wondering why that was kind of an odd pick for the Kings.
Who is Dallas trading to? Or
he
trading
said
to?
Holmes.
Huh?
Something about Holmes.
Raquan Holmes. He's okay. They sent him and the 24 pick to Dallas. What?
Yeah, I don't know what the trade is.
So the Mavericks are using their player exception to bring in Holmes. And they drafted the Prosper guy. But what did Sacramento get?
So I don't know.
Just shading off a contract?
It says the Bucks acquired 36 deal with the Magic.
All right, Ryan. Here's your Lakers trade right here, man. Pacers picking next.
Wait, what's going on?
I said the Pacers are picking next.
You said there was a
Pick
trade?
someone that-
Who's going to Memphis?
I said they're going to. Oh, hold on. Boston just traded.
It says proposed trade. Unless that.
Boston's drafting someone right now and trading them to Detroit for the number 31 pick, and I guess they get something else because they'll just do that out of the kindness of their heart.
Yeah, Marcus Sasser at 25 and trading to Detroit for 31.
So there was a trade announced, though, or did I misunderstand what you said?
Yeah, so Memphis is drafting someone right here and sending them to Detroit for the 31 pick, but I don't know what else they're getting besides the 31st pick.
And it says the Pistons are acquiring number 25 from the Celtics, according to Woj.
I think it is one of the clock.
There are still Rockets fans that are like, man, this lineup would be great for Harden to come back to. It's like, bro, can we give it a rest, please?
There you go. There's your boy Harden back.
No, you know what? Harden can go back to OKC.
I would not mind it, to be honest.
Yes, good. Go. Bye.
If he came back, I would not care. Like, I'd be like, cool, come on.
That's hilarious.
As long as he falls in line.
Just gives the keys to the car to Shea and like, hey, this is Shea's team.
This is Shea's team. Everybody knows that. It's like I wouldn't mind Russ coming back and coming off the bench, but I don't know if he could take it back.
Trust me, you don't want Russ. He can't.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think he can take a back seat and come off the bench.
No, it's not just that. It's just I don't know how the hell Russ goes from top 75 player Russ to Russ with all the memes, the meme turnovers, the meme bricks, like not being able to shoot threes, taking terrible shots. Like, I've never seen a player dip so far in such a short amount of time.
I mean, he was doing that stuff in OKC too. It was,
but you guys just kind of put up with it because he was winning you guys games.
Well, I mean, the media didn't blow it up like LA and all those kind of media people do. And we
I
went
don't
on.
remember him in OKC though costing you guys games with late game turnovers though.
Not that many. I mean, there was a few, but not like he did in LA.
I mean, OKC Russ was just different. It's just built different.
I mean, he fit us perfectly. Like his attitude, his mindset. Like everybody in Oklahoma loved him. Where everybody liked KD, but everybody like loved Russ and his attitude and his mindset and stuff.
But how is the city still pissed off at KD?
I mean, I think they got over it. But
really,
I mean,
it's not like Cleveland with LeBron, where they didn't get over it until he came back and won him a chip.
My thing is, if you don't want to be here, deuces, kick rocks, go somewhere else. I know it's OKC and stuff.
I mean, I wasn't like, for me personally, I didn't hate it because of, he's leaving to go to a contender. I hated it because of the stuff that came out afterward. Was he didn't even have enough respect to text Russ.
Yeah, he didn't talk to Russ.
He didn't even have enough respect. Like, my understanding was he was having hanging out with Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond during the series. Like,
so that beef with him and Russ is real. And then they finally got over it. They went to a hotel when Golden State was in town. And him and Russ kind of got over it then. But that beef was real for a while.
I mean, I'm surprised Golden State didn't get in trouble for tampering at that point, because it's like,
yeah,
you have a series lead on the team 3-1. KD starts hanging out with Steph and gives up the series.
They would have got busted for tampering and stuff.
But I do think it's funny though that Warriors fans don't give KD any credit for winning the titles. They're like, it was Curry. Like,
me myself, I like Klay the most out of all of them.
Oh yeah, I respect Klay.
Just the way he plays, both ends of the floor. He can shoot, he can pass, he can play D. Like, I'm not saying he's better than Curry, but I like him the most out of anybody on Golden State.
I will say Klay probably had the legitimate beef with not being on the top 75.
Oh yeah.
Klay is probably the second or third greatest shooter of all time. I still think Ray Allen is still up there with Steph Curry. I think you got to put Reggie Miller in there too. But I mean, I think the thing is, I've always thought Klay to the Lakers would be such a perfect match because he grew up a Lakers fan.
And his brother plays for the Dodgers. So.
Yeah. So like,
his dad played for the Lakers.
Yeah, like I always thought that if even if Klay for whatever reason like it doesn't work out and he gets older with the Warriors, and then he wants to come to Lakers on a vet minimum or something, just shoot threes. Like I think, come on, man.
Mm-hmm. I think he's cool with just not necessarily riding Curry's coattails, but just being the number 2 with Curry.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised it doesn't bother him a little bit, but I think that's also part of why I like his personality because it's not all about him.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought for the longest time, especially during his prime, he could have went anywhere and been number 1 guy for sure.
Oh, during his prime, I mean, he was the best 2-way wing player.
Yeah.
I mean, awesome on offense, unselfish, very efficient, and would go
I mean, you'd probably have Kawhi number 1 back then, but like,
yeah, but
2, you probably got Klay Thompson's right there.
I like PG when he was here too, but I was saying he said he was going to stay and all that stuff, then bounce. So whatever.
I don't know how much of that was on
stay out of the deal, so whatever. I'm cool with it.
Hey man, I think Shea is the guy that's going to get you guys a chip for sure. I think
we won the trade
for sure.
I don't even think so.
You won the trade as soon as the Clippers blew that 3-1 lead to the Nuggets.
Yeah.
As soon as that happened, that's exactly when y'all won. And then of course Shea being great since then. But I don't know. Do you want Giddey there long term? I like Giddey. I think he's pretty good.
I like him too. I just don't. I think it's going to be one of those things where I think we pay Shea and we'll pay Shea, and I think Giddey's going to be the odd man out that we'll have to trade.
I don't want what happened. I don't want what happened to the Hawks to happen to the Thunder, where you have we haven't missed on a draft pick in a long time. Like Collins, Trae Young, AJ Griffin, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish. Like all these dudes are pretty good.
Yeah.
And you give almost all of them, besides Trae, obviously, 4-year, $100 million. But then you're stuck with a bunch of pretty good players, with 1 star. I don't want that to happen to the Thunder, where
I think the only one was
this
on was Puka, and I just don't. I think he's still young and can still develop. So,
but you know what I mean. Like you won't trade any of your pretty good young players for a star. Like that's something the Hawks didn't do, and then they tried to too late with DeJounte, but it just hadn't.
There's a trade.
Wait, where's when does free agency start? What day is that?
When does free agency start?
I don't know. That's a good question.
July? Something?
Is it July 1st?
I would also just like to say I saw a Victor Wembanyama comparison, and they said his ceiling, and this is hard to believe, is Kevin Durant offense and Kevin Garnett defense. I'm like,
Whoa.
That's a
what
big
is that? I'm like,
June,
what is that?
June 30th is the start of NBA free agency.
Okay.
Dang,
I don't see that.
I mean, not only do I not see that, that's not fair to put on somebody.
No.
It's 2 Hall of Famers. That's arguably one of the best scorers to ever do it, and Kevin Garnett is one of the best power forwards to ever play. A top, on the short
I've
list.
seen how he threw out the
8.
first pitch. I don't know.
Also, though, with those hands, you have no
Yeah, his
choice
hands
but
are
the old changeup grip. That's the only.
He had no idea how to hold that baseball.
Now, I know what y'all are thinking. For those of y'all that follow baseball, yes, my Braves are very corrupt, and we kidnap everybody, and we make them sign very crappy deals. Just
Hey,
let
I
me
take
know.
Acuna right now.
Well,
Except
listen,
for Freddie Freeman. Except for Freddie
Acuna's agent should be shot.
No, Albie's agent should be not allowed in the country or to practice law.
Listen, I'm good with both of them, but the fact that you guys signed Ronald Acuna and the first number was a 1 is unbelievable.
Y'all don't understand.
What a
7-year, $35 million for Ozzy Albies is ridiculous.
That's so cheap.
That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to the dude that got in trouble for the domestic abuse thing?
Ozuna?
Yeah, is he still good now?
He batted cleanup yesterday. Don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't keep up with the Braves, so
Bro, we were at a game.
I feel like they are the Dodgers to me.
Indiana took Ben Shepherd.
I don't like the Dodgers.
The Belmont kid?
Yeah.
We were at a game over Memorial Weekend. I was up in Atlanta. We were visiting family.
Yeah.
And it was Ozuna got picked at third, just standing there. I was like, what are we doing here, buddy? It was a routine play. Ozuna's on third. There's no outs. Routine grounder, throw out at first. Ozuna took a lead off of third as the play was happening and then just watched the first baseman. And the first baseman loaded up and Ozuna just kept staring at him. And he was like, he's not going to throw it. And just fired it over to third. The dude just reached out and tagged Ozuna. And then Ozuna got booed by everybody.
Oh, I'm sure. Are you a Braves fan, Cam?
No, so sort of. I'm not really attached to any baseball. I can't get into baseball. I like baseball. I'll go to the games. I just team wise, I just can't get there.
Yeah.
But I was born in Houston, but I grew up in Atlanta because my dad worked for TNT for a sub channel of TNT, and so we went to a ton of the Braves games. So I was in Atlanta in the early 90s. Like you just Braves fever. Like that's just what it was. So if I ever resort back to a team, it's either Houston or Atlanta, and that would offend some people, but I don't care enough about baseball to not offend people. So I'm like, whatever.
Would you trade me Acuna for Jose Altuve?
Oh, by the way,
sorry.
Really quick, I wanted to announce this, guys, because I know we're all big college football fans.
Sure.
We all know that EA got sued a couple days ago. EA came out with a statement saying that it's a situation that they are continuing to monitor, but are telling fans to not worry about it, as NCAA 24 is still set to release on time.
Yeah, I just posted in the group chat. I was actually going to bring that up.
I'm sure they're still set to release on time.
I hope so.
I don't get how if it's a lawsuit, but hey, I don't care. You are your multi-billion-dollar company. Figure out get some lawyers and get this thing over with.
Yeah.
Listen, as much as I love college football, and I'm very pro player, for the next EA NCAA to drop, I would let them sue every single college football player if I get it.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
Yeah,
you know how long I've waited?
They're selling that game to the generation of kids that went through and hand wrote every player on each roster and wrote codes for it. Like, we don't care. We're going to do it anyways.
I still got my 360 and play.
Well, did you hear what the whole lawsuit was about? The College Football Players Association wants $15K per player.
Yep.
They want what NFL players get, which is $15K for Madden.
I mean,
That's
I
what
would just go
NFL
back
players
to
get.
wide
Yeah.
receiver number 87 and quarterback number 14 and not care. Or
Yeah.
make everybody 99 or something, and then you can edit the roster and stuff.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna play that game regardless. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
I do not care.
Well, I know
don't
a
even
lot
care
of
if it's
people.
accurate.
A lot
They
of
have
mixed
Georgia as a
reactions. though.
C
Like
plus.
a lot of it is also because like Mike White, he's the new starting quarterback at Mississippi State this year. He was the former Vandy quarterback. He's like, man, I grew up playing this game when I was a kid. I'll let them use my likeness for free.
Mhm.
And then you got kids that are, completely fine with the original, which was $500 per player, which EA discussed with these players. But they're worried about like, hey, like I'm cool with $500, but I want that to be a flat rate. I don't want Caleb Williams getting more money because he's a Heisman candidate.
Mhm.
I don't want Drake May getting more because he's a Heisman candidate because they're going to get that money at the NFL.
If I was EA Sports, I would say, listen, if you don't have the potential to be on the cover, don't talk to me about how much money you want. You take your 500.
That's the thing, though. Kids are threatening to strike the game and not let their likeness be used if Caleb Williams gets more money than them.
And we
Then if
do
I'm
not
EA Sports, I would say, listen, you wear number 2 for Tennessee, your wide receiver, but we're going to have a dude that's 85 overall and wears number 80.
Yeah.
You just know that's you.
They
None
could
of
all
that's
be
not fair.
face 1, and I'm gonna play the game.
They could all be
They,
face.
they could have Georgia rated at F plus in all categories, and I will
Yeah.
play.
It could be like Knoxville University. I'll be like, I'm buying the game. I don't care. I really don't. I'm playing this game.
But there are a lot of people that like online I've seen that are like, if Caleb Williams isn't in it, if Drake May is not in it, I'm not buying the game.
Stupid.
I'm like, man.
You can just edit
You
them.
can create a player.
Make a roster.
Yeah.
Dude, Barry Bonds was in none of the MLB The Show games, and
Yeah.
everyone still bought those.
Yeah.
And played with Barry Stalker, or whatever his name was.
Yeah.
Barry Stalker. No, man, but like I don't think EA, because I know that's one of the reasons I think EA got in trouble for last time was they made player models with just different names. But so I don't know if they'll even let you create or not create a player, but I think they won't. I don't know if they'll be able to let you edit them, so to speak. Because if they're made off of likeness, I don't know if they can get in trouble if people start passing around like roster files with every single college football athlete from every single college team, and you just import it.
Well, we did that the last time NCAA came out.
And it got
definitely
them in
was an
trouble.
NIL around there.
We
They got
had
the
I downloaded it. I'm not gonna lie.
the school I went to college to, and like I grew up in my hometown's Statesboro, Georgia, and Georgia Southern University's here.
Oh yeah.
And that's
my
actually
brother
why-
went to Georgia Southern.
Oh, really?
I have my brother and 3 cousins went to Georgia Southern.
Oh, nice. When they
Damn.
graduate.
My brother graduated in 08.
Yes.
My cousins graduated somewhere between like 2010 and 2013. They were all a little bit younger than each other.
Yeah, I graduated, I guess, in 17.
Nice. What department?
I went to accounting.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I got my master's of accounting, and then went to work.
I like that pick by Utah.
Bro, Sensabaugh. I
do
really
too.
wanted Sensabaugh. I really wanted
Yeah.
him.
Sensabaugh, Keontae George, Taylor Hendricks. Do you think Utah did everything right in their first round?
Yeah, I agree.
What was I gonna say?
But Georgia Southern will be on this game because now they're D1.
Yes,
Now they're
sir.
D1.
What team are you guys most excited about doing at Dynasty in NCAA 24 when it comes out?
North Texas.
Grambling State.
Hey, I'm going
Georgia Southern, and
North
we will be in the SEC.
North
Oh,
Dakota
for sure.
State. Yes.
I'm definitely probably USF.
Ooh, okay.
I like it. We picked different teams. We didn't.
Well,
pick-
these
Yeah.
are my teams. I went. So my first ever one I did was Akron because they were the worst team in the game.
Sure.
Then I did North Texas. I did Charlotte. Who else?
I like Colorado State too.
Colorado State, NIU. I did NIU a few times.
Mm.
My favorite one though that I always kind of picked was weirdly enough UTSA.
Okay.
I really like UTSA.
Roadrunners, let's go.
So but no, I'm excited that they're adding the FCS schools. Like hey man, you know I'm gonna all be on that North Dakota State. I'm scheduling Bama, Tennessee, Georgia.
There you go.
Making it the toughest schedule ever.
Carson Wentz as your quarterback.
Yeah. I'm gonna edit it and make sure it's Carson Wentz.
There you go.
Not Trey Lance.
Oh man.
I hope they have all-time teams since they're using name, image, and likeness. I hope they have like when you go to the team, kind of like they used to do in Madden, and then you.
I kind of wonder what Ultimate Team will look like.
Like
they're going to bring that in.
The 2020 LSU Tigers, or whichever one Joe Burrow was on, and Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase.
Yeah, the 19. Yeah.
They should do like a decade team since it hasn't been around since 2014.
That would be awesome.
That would be sick.
And just go. You got like so many players.
Yeah. This is the gift that Jabari Smith put out after we took Whitmore. Took off with the bags, but stole
that
them.
was great.
Yeah, man. I just liked playing the old games with those old games were cool, man.
I want college basketball and college baseball back too.
Bro, that college basketball game was severely underrated. Severely underrated.
I would start a dynasty and I always get Western Kentucky or somewhere and just grind my way up.
Oh yeah, I would always go like Chaminade or Pepperdine.
Yeah,
like somewhere out west or Chaminade
in one year I was grinding Western Kentucky or somewhere like that, and then I was lucky enough to get upgraded to Pepperdine. And we ran 31-3 like 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah,
left them,
dude. That and they're oh my god, I'm drawing a blank. The soundtrack to that game was so solid.
That was good.
Oh, soundtracks were great.
I don't know if y'all play MLB The Show, but the MLB The Show soundtrack this year is pretty good, especially compared to like 2K.
I was actually playing it earlier.
I haven't played any.
It's like I got a catcher, I got a shortstop, I got a center fielder. Like I got like 4 different guys.
Oh, you don't play Diamond Dynasty?
I do, but my team sucks right now. I need to play it more.
Yeah, that's all me and my buddy played for a little while. We played co-op and everything. I got Lou Gehrig, Cunha. I got all sorts of players.
I was going to ask you this because, like, you know, with the new NCAA game coming out, like, it's obviously going to be on the same engine as Madden. Do you think that? I mean, because the only thing I'm worried about is that because obviously before they were ran off of 2 different engines, is that this is going to just play exactly like Madden, which I personally fucking hate because I hate how Madden plays.
I'm terrified of that, yes.
The X Factors and the superstar ability, because I really hope they don't, personally.
I think there's be some, but not all.
The only reason why I want it to be is because I want there to be an all-decade Georgia team, and you have to stare X Factor Stetson Bennett right in the face as he's doing unremarkable things, just unspeakable things to the defense.
He just has, he has that
explain why.
He has that escape artist ability where you could just
he's going to throw it like Mahomes on the on the run submarine 50 yards.
Mm-hmm. It'll be like you'll be able to like throw it for like a 70-yard touchdown pass, just perfectly accurate on a dot.
This isn't a bad pick for Denver neither.
For Denver?
Julian Strather.
Yeah,
from Gonzaga.
Yeah,
That's
he's good.
A pretty good pick for Denver.
The Clippers got the last pick. Fuck the Clippers. Do we even have a Clippers account for Sideline Sports? I couldn't find one.
I was helping with the Heat account for a little bit.
Yeah, the Heat account. What the hell's going on with him? I saw him laugh react to a thing, but it's like I didn't even know he existed.
Yeah, he finally showed up like 3 days ago.
Wait, really? He just showed up.
He wasn't there for the finals or nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't there for anything.
He was just quiet.
Saying a word.
You know how much I'd be talking in there if my Hawks were just magically running to the finals?
Yeah.
By the way, Stu, I got to give you credit, man. You hop in there and you keep me and the Nuggets from killing each other.
Yeah, man. Y'all just get so hostile. And I don't know. Maybe it's because my team hadn't been that good in a long time, so I forgot how much.
And meanwhile, Cam's an instigator. Cam's just sitting there like, I want war, man.
Yeah, well, sometimes, respectfully, both you guys say really stupid things that I want to attack. So I'm just like, bro, you're going to put it out there. Let's ride. I'm in.
Don't you dare say let's ride again. It gives me nightmares, man.
Like, let's go, man. I'm in. So if we're going to do it, let's go all the way.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who runs
fan.
the Nuggets account. I haven't talked to him other than just team.
And it's sad because like I'm a Broncos fan, so you don't understand how much it pained me when we were sitting there getting our ass kicked by the Nuggets, and I see that Russell Wilson, my quarterback, sitting there going, I'm like, I fucking hate you, Russ. Like, you make me hate you even more, man.
Yeah,
I'm a Giants fan, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not happy with Danny Dimes.
How are you not
we
a
just got
Falcons
Russell
fan?
Westbrook? I mean, Russell Wilson.
How are you
Russell
not a Falcons fan?
I like the Falcons. Okay, I don't know. All my friends were Falcons fans, and
Was it the 28-3?
Catch on to the Falcons, and my favorite player to watch for whatever reason was Tiki Barber.
Sure.
Was it the 28-3 that just kind of threw you off a little bit?
No, that was it sucks because I like the Falcons and I like the Jags. So as long as them two don't play the Giants, because those are two local teams near me, I'll cheer for them. And I was sitting there and I was like, look at the Falcons about to win a Super Bowl. Happy for my friends I'm watching it with. Just be pretty happy with this. And then and they're talking about getting like ass tats. It's like 20 right after it scored 28-3. They're like, we're getting Falcons ass tats, man. We're going out. And I'm like, y'all got that. Sounds good on y'all. And then all of a sudden I watched the downfall.
Can you imagine if they would have got those tats like right then and there, and I just see.
Dude, that downfall was the most heartbreaking thing I've ever seen my friends go through.
Oh, yeah.
Just empty beer cans everywhere.
Yep.
I think some tears maybe.
Yeah, we have a Spurs account, yeah, but he's dead and it's not active at all.
So Sidelines just posted the master list of who are missing.
Yeah, I shared it.
I saw the Heat on there.
We're just letting you know we no longer require your services. We wish you well in your future endeavors.
Did you guys have to sign a contract too with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's like, man, you
got
got to
fired
post.
from volunteer work.
You got
So
to.
who owns Sideline?
I don't know the guy by name, but
I don't
It's
know.
yeah. Oh God. Yeah, I forgot his name. I'm blanking on it too. Yeah. It's not a bad deal though. It is nice that they allow us to bring in our own stuff if we want to.
Yeah, it kind of makes me mad though because like I'll try to. Like, I'm a Broncos fan, obviously, and I've been trying to get a hold of the Broncos account, or not Broncos account. The Broncos account, and that person never responds, but will sit there and post like 30 things a day, and I'm like, dude, this is the opposite.
I try and talk to the Tennessee guy all the time, and he ghosts me. And I'll send you messages like, I'll react to stuff that he puts out through one of my SSN accounts, and I get just crickets. And then my brother got into it with him the other day, and I was like, oh.
Hey, see, the Sidelines Tennessee, and like, we're at least boys because I said they're going to go 12-0, and he retweeted my stuff, and all Tennessee fans were like, "Hey, man, this Week Zero podcast, they know what the hell they're talking about." Then I got Georgia fans that just like crickets.
Nothing.
Nothing.
On 12-0.
Nothing.
I mean, that's the game I'm most worried about. Of course. I mean, we play the easiest schedule I've probably ever seen for even the defending champ. But I mean, South Carolina finished.
Recognizing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's
of your
easy.
people aren't.
It's very easy schedule.
Some Georgia fans, I will admit, are very. They think they're Alabama all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to be Alabama, but you don't become Alabama after 2 seasons, you know.
Yeah.
People don't forget that you guys lost to Texas in the Sugar Bowl not that long ago.
I know. We had Ellinger saying we're back. And I was like, I hate this. I hate my team. I hate your team.
I hate it. But like he was low key pretty good though. I'm not gonna give his props.
I mean, we beat Cincinnati in like one of those bowl games with like
Oh,
all
yeah.
of our starters by like
When
4
Cincinnati was really good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some Georgia fans like to forget the struggles, all the 10-2 seasons. That
Oh my
didn't
God!
happen.
Before we get off here, because I got to hear, because we're all college fans. All right, who's the worst fan base to listen
LSU.
Pick me.
to? Cam,
UCF.
UCF,
UCF.
UCF is
UCF.
Are they worse than
That's
LSU fans?
Not only is UCF the worst, claiming that national title whatever year they went undefeated,
Yeah.
they also hit Joe Burrow so hard he made terror on all of our lives in the SEC, on everybody. He came out a different man. He just made us all go through hell for nothing.
You guys don't think it was that Notre Dame bowl game the year before when he just got there, when we cracked him a few times?
I don't know if it was y'all. I think it was the UCF game just transformed him into Peyton Manning or whoever. Ever since then, he's been amazing.
Yeah. No, I put UCF at the very top of the list.
You know what's weird about UCF though? Like,
Where would LSU be?
LSU's
they're the top of
definitely
the
up
list.
there. Don't get me wrong. Like
well,
LSU
they were for like the last couple years with the last.
Well, they came to
few
Fayetteville and they're acting.
and then they had Brian Kelly, and they're like, "Man, we're gonna win a national title this year."
Dude, I had LSU fans in my mentions before that football game last year. And after the first quarter, I was like, what's up? Nothing. Not a
But
word.
no, man, like what's funny about UCF is we did our predictions for the Big 12 this year because it's the new Big 12.
Yeah.
And
who'd you
me and
pick?
Lucas are me and Lucas are very high on on UCF this year because we like Plumlee a lot.
Sure.
And so we had them going 11-1, making the Big 12 title because they have a very easy schedule. Like if you look at their schedule, they don't play Texas. UCF, I don't believe, even plays Oklahoma. And the toughest game they have on their schedule is TCU.
Mm.
So TCU's got some question marks. So I'm
What
like,
do you think
man,
about Texas Tech?
I think Texas Tech's one of those sneaky teams. I think they're going to go like 7-5, maybe 8-4. But I think
We
they'll
always have trouble when we go to Lubbock.
they'll upset somebody. They'll upset somebody they have no business upsetting.
It's like Kansas State.
But yeah,
Kansas State's better though.
but we had UCF going 11-1, making the Big 12 title, and we had UCF fans attacking us all over Twitter. And we're like, what? Like, we had you guys going 11-1. They're like, man, it's our first year in the Big 12. We're gonna go like 7-5. I'm like, okay, you're giving us hate because we think you guys are gonna be good.
How do you think Kansas is going to be with that running back and QB combo?
With Jalen Daniels healthy,
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to be sneaky. I have them going 9-3. I think it's Kansas going to be really good because remember they were 5-0 when then he got injured, and that's when they started losing. So Jalen Daniels is legit. But yeah, if I had to pick anyone else that's not UCF or LSU, I'd have to say USC fans, just because their fan base is non-existent when they're like 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
But they come out of the woodwork because they got Caleb Williams and they had one decent season, but still didn't win the Pac-12. And now they're talking like, man, we won a national championship back in 2005, and you know, Clay Helton was just a terrible coach. I'm like, you guys can't even fill your stadium.
No.
Like, make a CFP before you talk trash.
I wouldn't watch
Florida
them.
has the worst.
I wouldn't watch them
Yeah,
play
Florida's
Tulane at Cowboy Stadium.
You know another fan base that's really bad that pisses me off a lot? Notre Dame fans.
Yeah. God.
Notre Dame fans make me angry sometimes. Like your sense of self-entitlement is wild.
That's a fair point.
I would
Hey,
say
we are
the nicest fans are Ohio State fans.
Hey, you know what? Oklahoma fans are pretty nice, except about the Peyton Bowen situation. You guys were actually pretty nice. But I think for the most part, that's because anytime Notre Dame and Oklahoma fans try to get into an argument, it just stops because the last time both of us were like legit national championship contenders, Notre Dame smoked you guys in Norman in 2012. So I think that's where that conversation ends.
I had some really good. I had really good conversations with Clemson fans before and after the Orange Bowl.
Clemson fans are
nice.
good. They're nice, but the minute you say one bad thing about Cade Klubnik,
no,
don't you dare go
No,
there.
man, Georgia fans are pretty bad.
Well, listen, we Tennessee fans have our own little subsection of fans.
Hey, I dealt with Tennessee fans for
I'll leave the stadium and you'll see a pack of fans in Athens followed like a group of the opposing fans just barking at them. Like
barking, like legit barking, just like bro.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Just grown men just walking down the sidewalk.
And women. It's not just men.
Yeah. They've got 401ks and jobs, and they're just.
I got you guys were, when you guys were the number one team in baseball and we're talking that talk about the best baseball team in college baseball history, and then
absolutely
Notre Dame obviously beat you guys.
Yep.
And I remember there were a lot of Tennessee fans because we were talking about after game one. I think you guys won game one, and Tennessee fans were like, "See, Notre Dame's a trash university. Y'all ain't ever gonna win nothing in no sport."
Still think
blah,
that.
blah, blah, blah. And I said, "Okay, I'm gonna bookmark this tweet.
Sure.
Don't block me if Notre Dame comes back and win this series." Sure. Well, lo and behold, Notre Dame wins the series. I go back to the thread because I'm like, "Hey, I'm not getting I'm not getting blown up anymore. You cannot view this user's tweet anymore. You've been blocked by this user. Blocked. And I'm like, it's for a fan base that talks so much.
Oh, yeah,
like,
we
at
talk a
least
lot.
be a man.
Yeah.
Like when you're wrong.
Yeah.
It's like,
no, we
I
all
said
have our own little subsection.
about Notre Dame, I'll admit that. But when people call me out on that, I'm like, yeah, I was wrong. Like, you guys were right, whatever. But
I think our first marquee win under like Kirby Smart was against Notre Dame.
Yeah, when we had to look.
We beat a very high ranked Notre Dame team. And
That
I
was
remember
a
Cole
really good game,
Kmet.
too, wasn't it?
Cole
It was like-
Kmet couldn't be stopped. Cole Kmet was, I thought, the second coming of Gronk. I was like, oh my Lord.
Was that game ended what, 21-13, I believe?
No, we won by like 3 or 4 because we caught that one-handed catch
yeah.
in the back of the end zone.
Oh, that was at Notre Dame, yeah. That was the
This
last
whole
Eddie
Georgia
Mitchell
run is
called it,
y'all's
yeah.
fault.
Notre Dame just got a tight end from Oklahoma, high school.
Yeah,
Oklahoma.
he's the number 2 tight end according to 247.
He's pretty good.
Nate Roberts.
That's all I'm
I'm
playing.
telling you.
He's pretty good.
You can ask any Georgia fan that watched that Notre Dame game about Cole Kmet, and like you'll start getting like twitches. Like it looked like Gronk out there. It was wild.
Well, you know what's weird? Like,
That was-
weirdly enough, because I say Cam can vouch for this because he was there on our SEC show. I say a lot of outlandish stuff about the SEC too.
Yes.
And I get attacked by a lot of SEC fans.
Yes.
And weirdly enough, when I see a group of Notre Dame fans get into an argument with like a Bama fan or an LSU fan, somehow Georgia fans just find their way to that conversation. And out of every SEC fan base, Georgia fans have the utmost respect for Notre Dame of any of them.
No.
Because of those 2 games we played back-to-back years where it was a close each game.
Both game was.
I mean, and I'll take credit for that. I'm like, hey, the year that Georgia went to the college football natty, we only lost to them by 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's those games were very tough games.
I
Ian
think it's
Book
just
was
like
awesome.
we both play kind of similar. Like
Mhm.
stingy defense, run the ball down your throat, pass second type teams.
I remember before Stetson Bennett turned into a player who's going to get probably multiple statues across Athens campus.
Deserved.
But before that, we were like, gosh, dude, we cannot rely on Stetson Bennett to win us football games. And then all of a sudden, Stetson Bennett turns into like Superman. And we're like, okay, we got a superstar here, I guess.
That's kind of what I wish Ian Book would have turned into, because I think Ian Book was a really good quarterback, and a lot of people will laugh like, oh, Ian Book compared to Trevor Lawrence and and Bryce Young and other guys that have made the playoff. And it's like Ian Book, if you also remember, like if Ian Book played 2 of the best, some people consider the top 5 best college football championship winning teams ever, in that 2020 Alabama team and that 2018 Clemson team. And Like I was like, dude, what do you expect Ian Book to do? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, and both of those games were close throughout the first half, and then it just kind of got out of the hand in the second. But I don't like when people disrespect him a lot. He's the winningest quarterback in Notre Dame history for a reason.
He's a good quarterback. I always thought he was pretty good, probably because he played us really good twice in a row. But I always thought he was pretty good. I tell you, I've never felt worse for a quarterback than Max Duggan last year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I thought he
I felt
should have won
bad.
the Heisman, man. He should have won the Heisman.
I felt bad doing that to him, and I was like, gosh.
I had so many people were like, I had people like not tied into any team that they were like, that should have been Alabama, and I was like, I'm gonna
Bro,
stop
Alabama
you.
would have
I'm
got
gonna stop you
ran.
just right there.
Yeah.
First of all, no, it shouldn't have. TCU earned it. I don't care what you think about what the final score is. TCU earned that spot, and they won another game to get there. So let's not forget that. But it was just like, man, people just wanted to take that moment away from
The
them. and
worst
I
thing
like,
was
no.
also, like-
I became a TCU defender for like 2
Michigan
weeks after
fans.
the national title.
Michigan lost to TCU.
Yes.
And they're sitting there like, man, I understand we lost to TCU, but the refs and blah, 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 blah. If we would have played Georgia again, it wouldn't have been close. And I'm like, you
Dude,
guys.
I saw that too, and I was like, we dog walked Michigan the year before by like 40 or 50.
Because they think JJ McCarthy's the truth. That's what.
3 weeks after they were acknowledged as the best offensive line in the country, Georgia showed up. It was like, no, naturally.
Georgia's like, no, we don't think
You did the same thing. Like, the thing is, like, I remember, like, people were talking about that on Twitter. Like, how does the 2-time Joe Moore award-winning offensive line and back-to-back playoffs get? For the first one, they got absolutely dog-walked. The second one against TCU, they gave up the most tackles for a loss ever in a college football game. It's like, how do you do that if you're the best offensive line in the country?
I remember Aiden Hutchinson, they're hearing all that hype, and they're like, how's Georgia going to defend him? And all we did was tackle, and then if we felt like we needed to, we would move big Darnell Washington right beside him, and it was just manhandle him.
You could tell there
he's
was a
good.
difference between, like, Georgia's offensive line and the defensive line for Michigan. It was like pound for pound, it wasn't close.
Yeah. And I mean, like, Alabama last year wasn't that great. I mean, Ohio State gave me the most worry, and probably rightfully so.
I think that's why Michigan fans were so like, oh, we would have played Georgia, because they used the whole, well, we blew out Ohio State. Georgia almost lost to Ohio State.
No,
kind of
just
argument.
the way Ohio State played, they might have they probably would have beat us if our safety wouldn't have absolutely laid the
If their
wood to
kicker, if they had a
Marvin
kicker,
Harrison.
man, if they would have had a
Well,
kicker.
that too. But if our safety wouldn't have absolutely laid the wood to Marvin Harrison in the back of the end zone.
God, that hit was so
You
pretty.
know what's actually hilarious about that? Like, after the Natty, I think a couple weeks later, like, after our Georgia fans kind of let it cool off, because I don't think they wanted to make too much fun about it. But after that game, after the Natty, there were people with, like, Georgia fans, and I think even Hayes Fawcett posted it and said it was the most what's it called? Cutthroat brag he has ever seen from a college football fan base. We're printing out shirts that said thank you. Can't remember the player's name who made the hit on Marvin Harrison Jr. and saying thank you for winning us a Natty. And it was just a blown up picture of the hit he laid on Marvin Harrison Jr. And I'm like,
It's
that's messed up.
100%.
The craziest part was like that hit happened and everybody was like, oh, that was dirty. And then you see the first replay and you go, that was beautiful. That was not
Yeah.
But like the bang bang part of it, you're like, there's no way. And then you see it and you're like, God, that was awesome.
Before they slowed it down, when he hit him, you just saw that blur come in the screen. I was like, oh, he's out the game. I was like, first of all, so is Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
Second of all, this dude's out the game. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh wow. But
Yeah, the fact that those two dudes came back after that hit is like, whoa.
That was impressive.
Very impressive. Yeah, great hit, dude. That hit still, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm about to give Florida a compliment.
that major right hit.
The greatest hit I've ever seen was opening play Florida Oklahoma down the left sideline. God, that it was. Oh,
Oh, really? What about the
God.
one Alabama A&M a couple years ago on the kickoff. You remember that one?
That was a good hit, but
That was
when
the
Bradford
Florida-
just lofted that ball
Oh.
up and it hung up there for so long.
I was in a hotel room in Tampa with 8 friends. I remember exactly where I was sitting in the hotel room when that hit happened. And we screamed collectively for probably 5 minutes after that hit.
Did you rewind
Just like,
it?
Show the replay again. Show the replay. Like it was that's the best hit I've ever seen.
Major right. I mean, yeah, I
Dude.
remember the hit and the name.
Lumper.
That dude blew him
First play of the game. And you were just like, all right, well, this isn't gonna end well for
See, like
Oklahoma.
that one was one of my favorites, but I have to say, in terms of like national championship, like big moments, my favorite hit is still the one that Deshaun Watson took against Alabama, where he
Mhm.
got absolutely helicoptered.
Yeah.
And I'm like, when after the play, I'm like, because he took a little bit to get, I'm like, dude, he's hurt. There's no way he is getting up from that hit.
Mhm.
And the fact that he got up and won the Manatee on that, I'm like, dude, I just wish you didn't hire 27 masseuses because I liked you, man.
Yeah.
I was a fan of his too.
Yeah.
So we got the Texans account.
Yeah, as a Texans fan, we agree. We agree about that. We did not want those 27 masseuses to show up either.
right.
Baker Mayfield, appreciates that. Got out of Cleveland.
All right, guys. Well, I think we got to finish the first round out. I think that's long enough. We went for about 3.5 hours. So but I appreciate you guys coming on. Anybody who's watching and comes back and watches this, go check out OKC_Thunder on Twitter. Go give them a follow. Go give the guys over at Sideline Sports Network, Hawks and Braves a follow. Our boy Cam, as always. Go give him a follow as well. But overall, great night. Thanks you guys for tuning in. This has been the Week 0 podcast, and we'll see you guys next week, same time. So peace.